101.
The studio doors are locked. This is a closed set. Will Murray.
And he had just had his baby, and Jason goes, don't you just pick up your kid and see everything that's wrong with you?
Jason Kaplan.
If I have a son, I'm just going to look at him and just go, oh, you're fucked. You're fat, you're going to be hairy, you're going to have a small dick.
Their world.
The relationship has deteriorated. No.
Their life.
What is going on around here?
And the Howard Stern back office.
You were screaming and fighting and being drunk. No.
This is Back Office Radio with Will and Jason. Call 888-STERN-101.
Everybody in the Back Office show, this is from Jay Thomas. Go fuck yourselves in unison.
Welcome to Back Office Radio, the most popular show here at Sirius XM Radio.
That was a nice greeting.
That was a nice greeting. I mean, outside of Howard's show, of course. I mean,
I'm just glad we're on his radar.
When you get a Jay Thomas commenting on your radio show, it's awesome. Because
You made it.
Jay's been in radio for, 20, 30 years. And I've never heard him comment on any other Howard 101 show before. And now...
Jimmy's shaking his head. He said, leave it alone.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, Jay. We appreciate having you here. We appreciate you all listening today. We are live this week, even though there was no show. We, like suckers, came in to do a live show.
The real men.
The real
of the
men.
Howard Stern Show.
The dependable men of the Howard Stern Show. And yes, that also includes Teddy Knitter. Teddy, thank you for being dependable.
And Teddy is not only not passed out in the corner, he is working today,
working
Jason.
today.
I know he's actually operating the board. Now, Teddy's a board op who usually on this show doesn't operate any board.
Well, no, Al's better than it at me. So.
Well, at least you're honest. But
Yeah.
it's like how Scott the engineer, like Scott's not really an engineer
I know.
in any
Right.
sense of the word. I mean, Teddy's close to being a board op.
Dude,
Yeah.
he did 9 dats last week,
That's
okay?
right. 10.
Oh, 10.
dats.
Excuse me. I got that wrong.
Welcome to Back Office Radio. You can give us a call, 888-STERN-101. That's 888-783-7610. Tons to talk about this week. Yes, we are having the douche of the week, even though Howard wasn't on live. I saw some people on Twitter are worried about this. We can still name douches of the week because it's whoever we feel it is. Doesn't have to be someone here.
I think we went into this week a little scared that we weren't going to have enough to talk about.
Right.
And then we got yelled at by Teddy yesterday for having too much to talk
much to talk
about.
about.
So we're in a
So
good
much.
position.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of the themes I've noticed for this show is because there's literally no one in the office this week. We're all just going to turn on each other. I think
It got ugly quick, right?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. We also have all new Page 69s. We have our awards, the Boars we're going to call them, the BORs. We're going to give out some year-end awards to some stuff based off some things that have happened on this show that we've talked about. I know, Will, you enjoyed the Fat Guy show from Monday night.
I loved it.
Thank you.
It was one of the greatest things ever. When you tell people to call in and go, height and weight, I'm 5'6", 375 pounds. And that sounded, it's just the greatest. Everyone that called into that show was just a disgusting piece of shit.
Hey, those are my people.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry,
People.
excuse me.
So stop it. They're
No, it's
awesome
completely
people.
normal to be 400 pounds.
Yes, it is in America. And also we'll be talking about some of our Christmas plans. Give us a call, 888-STERN-101. Nominate your douches of the year, of the week. And also we have our voicemail, which we haven't been giving out. And what we're asking everybody to do over the vacation is leave us little taglines for our show. Whatever you think. We play these bumpers going in and out of break.
Yeah.
You're listening to 2 of the least 3 most dependable people on the Stern Show. Stuff like that. You leave us some bumpers, we'll play some, or you leave us some taglines, we'll play them, and maybe we'll turn them into bumpers. So,
And if you just want to yell at us,
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to do that too.
yeah, just don't say anything nice. Thank you. 347-781-4335. One more time, that's 347-781-4335 to leave us a voicemail. And so let's just do a little house cleaning. Are we having a porn star stopping by today, by the way?
No, I think she gave me the brush off. It was funny. Her name is Jaden James, and she is just smoking hot. You can look her up. I follow her on Twitter like a total
Little
perv.
plug her if she's not coming in here.
Well, they have something going on. They have a big photo shoot, but she's also one of J.D. Harmeyer's favorite porn stars.
Oh.
So I was going to have her in here and try and make him jealous. But she kind of looked at me for a second and goes, no, it looks poor, and then just brushed me aside.
Is that true?
She definitely gave me the brush off.
Jesus.
She was just like, you look like a turd. And, I mean, with her eyes, she kind of said that. So
Jesus.
what are you going to do? They're very busy.
She have a big meaty ass. That's what JD likes. The big.
She got big. She got the nice ass. She got the nice boobs.
Awesome. We had a nice back office lunch yesterday.
Yes.
We went out to Wolfgang Steakhouse in Midtown, and
Who was it?
It was me and Teddy and Jim McClure and you and Alino Rulli, whose studio, by the way, once again, we are in the Catholic studio. We are surrounded by Jesus and crosses. And in fact, Teddy, I'm sorry, I'm remiss. Please, will you open the show with a reading?
Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel.
I have a porn where a virgin conceives. That's hot. That's hot. Yeah.
Even his reading sounds lazy. Did you notice that?
No, that's how.
Father idiot.
All right, maybe we got to jump in. So we're out to lunch with Lino from the Catholic Channel, whose studio we're in. We're also with Father Rob, who's a real priest. He has red hair and
Yeah, you were like, who is the redheaded guy?
I never remember his name. I thought
He's a nice guy.
He's a very nice guy, but the first 2 times I met him, I thought he was just Lino's friend. I didn't realize that he worked here at Sirius, that he had a job.
Well, didn't you realize did you know he was a priest?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I had no idea. I mean, I knew he was religious, like Lino was religious, but I didn't understand their dynamic.
They're very nice guys, and
Yes.
they're always fun to hang out with, but I always wonder what the dynamic is in terms of like how far you can push things, like how disgusting you can be around those guys. Because at the end of the day, he is a priest, right?
Right.
So you can't just be like, hey, I love abortion.
Yeah, right.
And sometimes I feel like he'll just go along with it and be like, yeah, man, abortion's awesome, but you know that that's absolutely not what he's thinking.
Well, a couple of notes on that. A, I do love abortion. B, I could care less what his thoughts were on abortion. But see, he was saying some wacky stuff himself. I mean, so he's a cool priest. He's fun.
He is.
Father Rob.
New age. He's
Fun as
new
they
age.
get.
New age.
He's for this.
He did have a funny joke yesterday. I had to put out the Christmas card of my baby who's like a year old.
Yeah.
And I said it's kind of like it's like every pedophile's dream because he has like his shirt off and then there's lights all over him. And Rob goes, "Hey, you got an extra copy of that for me?" But it was funny.
Yeah, so they're great guys. We went to Wolfgang's. We got 2 steak for 3s for 6. We got 1 medium because Lino needs his meat cooked extra long, and Teddy and I and Jim devoured the medium rare, which was basically purple when they served it. So thank you. We got huge slab of bacon each that we had to use a fork and a knife to cut and eat. You felt good after the lunch.
No, I felt awful after that lunch. It was
Jason
terrible.
finished every last piece of meat on
I
the
did.
plate.
Exactly.
I
It was
wanted
awesome.
I was upset when they took the bones away because
You
I
wanted
didn't
to
want to
gnaw
bring
on
this
them
up.
for a while?
Oh my God, it's like where the best meat is.
Well, why'd you let him take it?
I thought they were going to pack it up and bring it back. But now it's expensive.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, they should have at least given you the option to keep the bone. That wasn't even. Well, our waiter wasn't really the best.
No, our waiter hated us.
think
He
he liked
hated
us.
Father Rob.
Yeah.
Father Rob did that thing.
No, the guy was a jerk off, honestly.
He was a jerk. He was a jerk. But Father Rob, like, I don't know, he orders some drink and then he comes back with the lemon wedge in it. He goes, I ordered lime wedge. I was like, really, dude?
Right.
They're the same fucking thing.
But there's starving kids in South America, wherever you do your missionary work.
He's ordering a $25 drink and complaining about the sorry, I ordered the lime wedge.
Right.
But Father Rob and Lino, thank you for letting us use your studio, and you can hear them on channel. What channel is this? Anyone have any
I think
idea?
it's 129.
129 here when Will and I are not here to tune in, check out.
If you listen to the Catholic channel, you know what channel it is, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's just browsing around for the Catholic channel.
By the way, trying to be funny, Jim McClure has this amazingly awesome job at the with the NFL that where he covers NFL games, and he loves it, and he's always going somewhere exotic and somewhere awesome and covering some great Redskins Giants game. And
Unfortunately,
blah, blah, blah.
this week he's doing Arizona Chicago, which might be the worst game of the week.
Right, and so on the walk over there, Jim's like, it's like this is the one week I'm really, I'm just not excited about flying to Phoenix. He wasn't bitching; he was just, not as excited as he normally is. So then we're in the Wolfgang's, which is this fancy restaurant, and this dude in a suit comes by, and Jim introduces him as the CEO of his company, and me just being me and not even thinking about it, I just go, "Oh, Jim was bitching all day about going to Phoenix," and yeah, that was the wrong move.
Jimmy
And
was not happy with you.
I felt horrible. Afterwards.
You are like like an asshole in a box.
Yeah.
Like, those toys, like 20 years ago, you go to Spencer Gifts and you buy like the insult machine. You press a button, it's like, F you, you're fat. I feel like Jason could insult anybody at any time. Like, it's a gift. I could just introduce you to some random person and be like, this is my 4th grade teacher, And she just had cancer. It's like, wow, for someone's about to die, you look pretty good.
Right.
I mean, like, he could just...
Don't you feel like that every time you bring someone back for a studio tour in the back office, like Jason has to say something obnoxious?
You missed the other day.
Oh, yeah. I had to.
First off, we gotta go back a couple years ago.
Whoa.
When we brought back some people from the NHL.
Oh, yeah,
I've got a bunch of friends that work for the National Hockey League.
I don't know anything
And
about
it was
hockey.
press day. So there was like 7 or 8 like real big time NHL players come by. The first question, Jason looks at them all and says, "Which one of you guys gave Sidney Crosby the concussion? Who knocked him out?"
Of course.
And everyone looks at him like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, here's the idiot.
Yeah, so that's one. Then he
Wait,
asked
can I expand?
Shea Weber, a gold medal winning NHL player, is like, "Oh, dude, you like fighting stuff?" And the guy's looking at him like, yeah. Because they were playing Nashville. Jason's like, "Hockey in Nashville? How's that going for you?"
Oh my God. I love it.
Well, dude, he's a
that's
dude from Canada living in Nashville. No one can like that. Yeah.
So yesterday, Ted, tell me your story
Well,
about.
so Jim was like running late at a meeting or something like that, and he quickly, frantically texted me, "Oh, I have to give this tour at 2:45 for this corporate group from BMW, and can you handle it for me?" No problem. So there's not many people in the back office. You bring people through and you show them everything, and then there's JD. Hey, JD, look,
Right.
this is the people from BMW. He goes, "Hello, BMW."
You can only look at him so long.
Right, and then he's still sitting in his room. He does, and then I'm like, "Oh, good, Jason's back. Bring him over to Jason. Jason, here's the group, from BMW. They're up here for a tour. Oh, BMW, have I got the idea for you? Here's what you got to do: the BMW XL, a fat guy's car with really big cup holders, and blah 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 blah." He starts pitching.
He's always got ideas, right? You're like, these guys are like, shut the fuck up. Who are you?
They love it. They love it. First of all, going back to the hockey
Jason
thing,
actually pitched an edible car. Did you hear that?
right?
Oh, I want to eat a wheel.
going back to that hockey thing, and I really don't understand it. I was trying to tell them, like, I thought you guys would be happy that Sidney Crosby got knocked out. Like, I thought like it would be like a point of contention because he's the best player in the league,
Right.
They were all bummed out by it.
Considering you're such a hockey expert, I'm sure
he's the only player I
they
know.
value your opinion.
And then earlier this week, we brought by a very important person in the company who's also based out of Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Wait, what did I do?
And first thing Jason says was like, "Can we talk about the French? I don't understand this whole thing with the French." And look, I mean, it was just like, if you understand the politics there, it's like a nation divided, and Jason just like dived
don't
right
care.
into it. He has no idea. Like,
Well,
thankfully he didn't offend anybody. He managed not to, but it was just one of those where, I mean, I think
got nervous.
everybody has a story of when Jason starts talking, you just see people looking
I was
over.
actually really mortified at my wedding, because I just thought, oh God, he's gonna go up to my parents or something and be like, "Oh, I smoke weed with Teddy all the time." or
Dude, you
something.
hid your parents, by the way.
Yeah, I don't
no
think
one
I met
saw
your
your
parents.
parents
No
at
one
the
ever met
wedding.
Teddy's parents.
They
at the
were
wedding.
they're the old couple with white hair. They're sitting
Yeah.
there.
Okay, that narrows it
I'm sorry,
down
I
to
didn't
300
run 'em-
people
I
there.
didn't run them over to everybody. I'm sorry.
By the way, I've met people from BMW before. One of the big leagues at BMW last year, and when I pitched the idea for the big size car, he loved it, or pretended to. So, and this guy said too, he's like, the Germans don't understand. He goes, the Germans think everything is small. We're always begging them to put bigger cup holders in the car and everything. I'm like, yeah, well, your American audience is fat. Just show them a picture.
Jason's getting his shows confused again.
Well, I was doing Fat Guy Show that day when they were giving them the tour.
So you were in fat mode.
I was in fat mode. As you heard in the opening clip, we are live this week. And I did make a note on here to saying it seems that only the shows I'm producing are live this week, which is Fat Guy Show,
true.
this show, and Superfan Roundtable. And then I was going to call myself a giant sucker, but then Jim pointed out that he's been staying late to produce shows like the Dr. Harry Fish Sex Show. And what are some of those great shows you're working on?
That was it last night so
Last
far,
night, yeah.
but we've got
And he's producing something tomorrow afternoon.
yeah, we're recording a bunch of stuff.
Dude, I
tomorrow,
put in
so
for vacation and I'm still here, okay?
we
Few
are
more
all
points?
suckers.
We're all
Thank you.
Teddy's working. So
Well,
this is all
I wouldn't go that far.
We're all
Well,
suckers.
the way I see it is that the
He's
world's going to
present.
end tomorrow, so I wanted to go out with a bang.
With
you know,
us?
like, yeah, I thought I'd put in some work.
One more show note, and this one is for the fans before we get to our State of the Office. January 1st, that's New Year's Day, is a Tuesday. Howard will be live Wednesday, January 2nd. We will be live Thursday, January 3rd, and we will be live with the Howard Stern Show Friday, January 5th. That's right. The first week in January, the Howard Stern Show is live Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So for those of you out there thinking we were taking 3 weeks off,
No.
fuck you. We're not. We're working hard. And speaking of working hard, Teddy, let's hit State of the Office.
State of the Office. With almost the entire office on vacation, Will and Jason, and to a much, much lesser degree, Teddy, were left in charge of the office this week.
Thanks.
What's it like when these guys are running the show? Was the office a dysfunctional mess, or was actual work accomplished in the absence of the big bosses?
So yeah, at work this week was basically me and you and Jim McClure, but Jim, runs 101, so he's not really in our office. And, Tracy's out, Gary's out, John Hines out.
JD was in.
JD was also in. I didn't put him in there. But, again, when JD's at work, he keeps to himself. He's in his office doing his work.
He works like odd hours.
And he works odd hours. I have to say, I love the office this week. I got so much work done. It was so quiet. It was so, except for the football match that broke out in the middle of our office the other day. It was, I don't know. There's nothing to report. The report is that everyone came in and did their work and went home.
Well, most of us. Some of us played football.
For like 2 seconds, all right? It was like a minute.
By the way, the great Tim Sabian has been here as well.
He's been here.
He's very busy in his office with spreadsheets and all that good stuff.
According to the news report, I heard it was an hour of catchy catch.
That's total bullshit because I can't have a catch for an hour. I'm so out of shape.
Your arm gets sore.
Oh, so let's just jump into it. There was a little bit of friction with Teddy the other day, and this is what I really want to get into for State of the Office. So Teddy at some point, yesterday we come in and Teddy's complaining that he had to stay and work, not stay and work, but there was
stay.
You had a show coming on that night that you had to do extra work for.
You guys have to, no, I was whinging about
state your case,
getting this stuff done because I'm just,
all right, we'll get back to you in a second.
Well said.
So he was basically complaining about a lot of work and how much work he had to do, but then that turned into him playing catch in the hallway for a while with the intern.
Burn off some of that steam.
And let me tell you something. No joke about Teddy being out of shape. Literally, all he did was throw the ball. Like, there wasn't running or chasing, and he came back winded.
I know.
Winded.
Yeah.
You okay,
buddy?
It's
been like, a baker's dozen years since I've done anything
You got to slow down on the benders.
Yeah, well, I came back and JD was like bouncing the ball, and then I saw that he had the ball, so later on I grabbed it, and this one intern we work with says he's got a mean knuckleball, and I was asking him to show it to me. We started having a catch, and next thing you know, it was literally like 5 minutes.
You can check out the stories on the @Stern Show Twitter feed on Twitter. It's called Teddy's Typical Day at Work, and it's funny, but
first of all, I think for the record, we should have 45 minutes of calisthenics or something for this crew.
This isn't fucking gym class,
It would do
dude.
this place a whole fucking good.
Well, you can go home and work out, right?
Yeah, well, some of us can.
So Teddy's got this image of, being a little bit of a slacker, a little bit of a hipster, a little bit of a fuck you, who cares attitude, which I love and is one of the great.
It's endearing. I mean, it's one of the reasons we have him on the show.
Right.
We like that about him.
And I really am usually able to take it with a grain of salt and tongue in cheek, but yesterday I could tell, Will, you were.
It irritated me yesterday. I mean, today, listen, he came in today and he was great, and he said, "I'm going to get everything done," and he did a great job doing all the production for us.
He did, but yesterday was nonstop complaining about it.
Nerves.
And more than complaining about
it's more than complaining. He makes you feel like an asshole for asking him to do things.
Yeah. And then he says that the work we're asking him to do makes the show sound bad.
Right.
Like,
that was the other
down our
thing.
show.
Well, sometimes no, it's not even makes it sound bad. It's like let's have 97,000 clips that we're not going to get to.
But we may get to them, and why not be prepared for the show?
I just thought this show was going to be more loose and kind of like organic, like having a microphone open in the back office.
Because you know what? Loose shows end up, I don't even want to use a bad example, but yeah, is that a Tim?
No.
Is that Sabianism?
No, but go on.
But that's the point. You want to be prepared for a show, because even if it does have that loose feel to it, if it's prepared and people are comfortable, then it just sounds better.
I look, at the end of the day, it was just nerves about me wanting to get everything right.
I said that to Jason this morning.
I freaked out, and I came in, I got everything done.
You did a great job this morning, so it's really hard to yell at him today. I'm not going to applaud him for fucking doing his work.
But Teddy, I have to say,
thanks.
I have to ask you, do you like back office radio? Because yesterday at some point I was getting the impression that you don't.
No, I love back office radio. I think it's the greatest thing ever.
So anyway, so
I love you guys so much.
Fuck.
So I walk in yesterday and I tell Will, like, oh yeah, I was driving Teddy nuts by asking him to pull some things the night before, and Will was just like, dude, it's not fucking funny anymore. It's just not fucking funny.
I didn't go that strong, but you could see I was irritated.
Yeah, you were
I was irritated yesterday.
So then Teddy walks in and he starts right away with you don't need this clip, you don't need that. And I'm trying to play peacemaker now because I know how pissed Will is. I'm in a very uncomfortable role of trying to be like, hey, Teddy,
It was nerves, Jason, nerves.
It
Apparently nerves means laziness in Teddy speak.
Just work on what you're going to say, not what you're going to play.
Rob in New Hampshire.
Oh,
It rhymes.
He's rhyming now.
It rhymes, so it must be good advice. Rob in New Hampshire, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hey guys, what's up?
How you doing, man?
I know Teddy's wife is British, but Teddy's not British. So could he stop using douchey things like whinging, having a catch in American football?
Having a catch? Don't you have a catch?
He does
Teddy,
love.
you're American.
What
you're
do
American.
you don't call it having a catch? And
Of course
whinging,
not.
yeah, I can't help it, but whinging is
What
just
is
in my
whinging?
vernacular now.
What is it drove me
It's like
nuts.
cringing.
Cringing, like last week when we were talking about football, and he goes, well, in American football, they do such a... I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're from New Jersey, asshole.
NFL, yes, NFL.
No, that's not...
Teddy,
10 minutes.
Teddy, do you get peckish or do you get hungry?
Sometimes I get a bit peckish.
You're a bloody wanker. How about that, Ted?
Oh,
Sorry,
bollocks,
I mean,
bollocks,
you know,
Teddy.
now
Bollocks.
I've
He said bollocks.
9 years now I've been around a whole slew of Brits.
Yeah, no shit. My father's British. You ever hear me throwing that shit around?
Only when he's around.
No.
Kevin in San Francisco, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Fellas, what's up?
What's up, man? Take us off speaker if we're on it.
What are you, in the bathroom?
No, I'm making an espresso. Sorry.
Yeah. Nice life, man. Look at this.
Make Jason one.
It's noon on a Thursday and you're making an espresso? Where are you?
I'm in San Francisco. I'm making a non-fat espresso. Jason would need whole milk.
Whole milk, absolutely.
Hey, I got a question for Jason. I'm a big fan of Howard. My wife made me a much bigger fan than I was previous to Sirius. When you're listening to Jason, I got to be honest. I'm about 40%. I've grown to 40% where I really appreciate your smart ass, dry, witty sense of humor.
Thank
The
you.
other 60 to 70%, I just want to beat the living shit out of you because of how I perceive the way that you treat other people when you're on air, specifically JD, and the way you talk. And my question is, and again, I really appreciate your sense of humor. You're such a smart ass, and I really appreciate that.
But
My question is, do you treat other employees when you're on air, like JD and some other people, the way you do because A, you know they can't kick your ass, and B, they'll get fired if they even get close to you, so you can push and needle and say whatever you want. No,
all right, Kevin, hold on.
Can't do anything.
We got it.
All right, Kevin, you're very long-winded. I'll answer your very long question quickly. No, I mean, the thing between me and JD was real. I treated JD that way because I felt he was treating me shitty. And we'll actually be hearing from JD later in the show, and we'll be hearing about when we made up. I mean, things have been fine between us. But if anyone pissed me off the way JD pissed me off, I'd go after them. I've gone after Ross Zapin. I've gone after Scott DePace. I mean...
But that guy brings up a good point about... It's very easy to do it here in this work environment.
Right.
If we were at a bar, would
Right.
you piss off Scott DePace to the point where he would punch you in the face?
No, but I don't even walk around the hall trying to piss off Scott DePace. We're
No,
doing
there
a
are points where you're absolutely trying to aggravate him. And he
Usually
does,
when
and
he's around
likewise
me,
he's doing the
yeah.
same thing. But I'm
Right.
just saying, you have moments like
No,
that.
again, this is that stupid thing where people go, if I ever see you at a bar, I
Yeah.
hit you. No, we're doing a radio show, okay? Howard doesn't walk around talking the way he talks on the radio all day long. That doesn't mean what he says on the radio he doesn't mean. It's just, you have to have certain social standards. We're on the radio. We're being asked to be honest about our feelings and about what we're thinking. JD says something shitty about me. I'm going to say something shitty about him back. Yeah, of course, there's obviously that nice, we're at work. The odds are somebody's not going to hit you and beat you up. And quite frankly, if it ever happens, I'll deal with it. If Ross or somebody really hates me one day and wants to
Right.
jump me outside, I guess I'll have to deal with it. But no, I'm not scared of being hit by anybody any more than I think Howard is scared of being hit by anybody here. This is a radio show. This is a job. This is entertainment. I mean everything I say on the air, but I don't go around talking to like that 24/7.
Plus, if you were at a bar, you'd be knee deep in chicken wings at that point. So
Yeah, I'd be
Would be a lot of time to fight.
And you know what? It wouldn't be good. My fingers would be covered in sauce, and I
Yeah,
just slip right
very
off.
slick.
Slip. Give us a call, 888 Stern
Were you just throwing a
101.
punch there?
Wait, that's a punch, right?
Punch.
Remember when you had a taunt?
Jason used to tuck his
Yeah.
thumb in his fist when he would
it feels-
pretend box.
Try that sometime.
It's like you're gonna break your hand.
Break your whole fucking hand.
It feels tougher though when you have the thumb.
No,
punch.
it doesn't.
Try it. That's how you should punch.
No, I'm gonna walk around with just keys in my hand.
Nothing you do looks tough. Just so you know.
Give us a call, 888 Stern 101. I'll tweet out the voicemail number, and when we come back, we'll be talking douche of the week and more. Only on Howard 101.
This is Back Office Radio with Will and Jason on Howard 101.
It's the holidays on the Howard Stern channels.
Hey, it's Richie Wilson from Howard TV. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. And fuck you, Ronnie.
Hey, it's Rob Martin from Howard TV. Happy New Year.
Hey, it's Richard Christie. Just want to wish everybody out there happy holidays and everything, and rum pum pum pum, and happy holidays and Happy New Year.
Hey, it's Ronnie the limo driver, and I'm wishing you all a Happy New Year.
Happy holidays from Howard 100 and Howard 101.
You're listening to Back Office Radio with Will and Jason, claiming ownership of their co-workers' thoughts since 2012.
And a little Christmas music to bring us back to Back Office Radio.
You got to sing a little bit at some point, Jason.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Oh, you don't have to ask.
You're ruining Christmas.
You know, I don't think it's politically correct for you to say that a Jew is ruining Christmas. I think that's wrong.
Do you know this song?
Jingle Bell Rock? Yeah.
Do you know the words?
Jingle bell rock.
Keep going.
I just know that part.
I don't know if I do either.
We are live from the Catholic Channel studio, and it is Christmas time. And Teddy, if you would please give a prayer to our beautiful listeners out there.
Hold on a second here. Isaiah 11-1. I don't know how you say it. There shall come forth a shoot from the stump of Jesse, and a branch from his roots shall bear fruit.
Sounds very gay.
Yeah, it's
Jesse's fruit.
Jesse's fruit.
Jesse's
on
fruit.
his branch.
All right. Welcome back to Back Office Radio. Coming up later in the show, we will be doing some awards. We came up with the BORs, or the BORs, as we like to call them. But first, we're going to talk about our nominees for Douche of the Week. And Jeff the Drunk, celebrity call-in on the hotline here. You already have a Douche of the Week nominee. What is it?
The Douche of the Week is the Douche of the Year and the Douche of many years, Gary Dell'Abate.
Why Gary Dell'Abate to you, sir?
Because whatever he says about anything is like, that's final. He fucking thinks he knows about everything. And, there's no arguing with him. It's like law.
Hey, Jeff.
Whatever he says is it.
Oh, my God.
And he's wrong about a lot of
Jeff
stuff.
speaks like Teddy Works.
It's law. Of course, the only law that Gary's in charge of is the Howard Stern show, but okay. Jeff, what are you doing for Christmas?
I'm just going to Tracy, my sister.
Animal?
Animal.
Oh, yes.
What are you getting animal for Christmas?
I'm baking her rolls.
Rolls. I like that. You make good bread. Now, do you actually make fresh bread, or do you buy like the pre-made ones and just put them in the oven?
Well, no. I buy the roll mix.
Oh, Jesus.
I make.
Jeff, how much would I have to pay you to put your dead hand on my Christmas tree, the top of it? Like a star?
No.
Come on.
Don't
be such a Grinch.
Sorry.
You can't use that thing.
All right, Jeff. Well, happy holidays, and we'll make sure to add Gary to that list. I think here's somebody who wants to add me to that list of Douche of the Week. Rob from California, welcome to Back Office Radio.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
Hey, these are the three people I hope disappear this coming Friday. Eric the Midget, Debbie the Pet Lady, and Jason Kaplan.
Oh, wow. I guess you're not a fan of Back Office Radio, or just not me on Back Office Radio?
Oh, I love Back Office Radio.
Oh, you just want
you?
Just me. That's me. Okay. Well, we'll see. I'm one of those guys that doesn't actually believe the world's going to end on Friday, but maybe the world will do this guy a favor and get rid of me. It's possible.
Oh my God, you're going to be stuck with Debbie and Eric for eternity.
Oh my God.
Hey, let's nominate our own Douche of the Week here on the Howard Stern Show. Now, this is just our normal Douche of the Week, on the Howard Stern Show. Jesus Christ. On Back Office Radio. This is, there was nobody in the office really to name Douche of the Week. So I guess we're just all kind of pick stuff in the news. So Teddy, want to start with you?
Yeah, well, mine's kind of obvious, I guess. I'm going to nominate Adam Lanza, the Sandy Hook massacre. Basically not for just murdering innocent children, but for ruining Christmas. So,
he did ruin Christmas.
All the media coverage and all this, it's just been blown to pieces and
it's horrible.
Nice choice of words.
Yes, thank you. I nominate Adam Lanza as mine.
Douche of the Week.
You know what's weird is you're reading like kind of the profile of this Adam Lanza guy, and he had a lot of problems, and not that they're an excuse for anything, but when you read the profile of him and some of these guys from Columbine and the Denver Massacre kid, and they fit a certain profile, and what's weird is that I in high school fit into that exact profile. Like
I know, Trench Coat Mafia. They were literally in the Columbine guys. It was called the Trench Coat Mafia.
I used to wear a big black trench coat. This was pre-Columbine in high school. I had no friends. I didn't have a lot of friends. I used to walk around just very antisocial, very kept to myself, looked very depressed. And, this was before these massacres unfortunately became a regular thing. And, as soon as Columbine happened, I ditched the jacket.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry because if you shoot anything like you punch, then no one gets shot.
Fair point.
See, Teddy, you're working hard. We love you. Will, you have a different douche of the week nominee.
Yeah, I mean, it goes along the same lines, but Christmas in general. Christmas is such a pain in the ass holiday.
Wow.
I get like 3 seconds of free time a day, and now I gotta spend it browsing Amazon for shitty presents nobody wants or needs. And now, like, every time I see a Christmas commercial, all I can think about is those poor fucking kids. And it's just like, this holiday can't go away quick enough in some ways. Like, last night we kind of did it with my parents. They came up, and I don't know, I just felt like everything was just going through the motions. I just wanted to go to bed. I was exhausted from working and dealing with baby and all the rest of it. And it's just, I don't have the time for it. So I guess Steve is right when he says I'm a Scrooge. I like the idea of Christmas. I like the idea of giving. I would love to be able to, donate my time and do something cool like that. But
so what you're saying is Christmas 2012 is your douche
it is.
the week.
And it's why I've always said that Thanksgiving is a better holiday because you have all the cool parts of like getting together with the family and hanging out and eating lots of good food, but you don't have to deal with buying presents for people and all the other shit that comes along with it.
Buying presents is stressful.
It is, right?
It's stressful.
I'm not alone in this.
No, I listen, I used to love giving out Christmas presents around the office and I just stopped. It's never ending. And then Steve, the proof, I don't know if he's trying to prove a point or he's just in the Christmas spirit, but he was handing out gifts to everybody last week, to Kerber and Libertini and all these guys that work in the back that nobody knows.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave my son a baby Superman. He's like, somebody needs to geek this kid up. So I was trying to take a picture of Owen playing with the Superman to send to Steve. It's like, hey, thanks, buddy. But Owen refused to play with the Superman. I've never been prouder in my life. I was like, you are the greatest kid. Thank you.
Monty in Chicago, do you have a nominee for douche of the week?
Oh, no, I didn't have a nominee. I had a question.
Oh, okay. What's your question? I thought you had a nominee.
First off, I want to say big fan. I think you guys do a really good job and you work hard and it really shows. And I really appreciate that you're in live.
Excuse me?
My question was, if you could, like, I know the end of the world Friday, but if you could, before the end of the world, you had to choose one person you would fire. You just think they don't really carry their weight around there, and you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I just want to fire that guy. I'm sick of him. It's like...
This is a really hard question for me to answer because...
Jason, let's answer together on 3.
Oh, okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Scott the engineer.
Oh. Yes,
you asshole. I thought we were going for it. What the hell?
I have friends.
I was going to say that, this is a hard question for me to answer because I want Benji and Scott the engineer equally, if I had the power.
Thinking about it, literally.
I know, he's got his whole butt. Let's just call Teddy an asshole and be on to the next.
I was trying to give this guy an honest answer.
Thank you, Jason.
I mean, I like both those guys, but honestly.
Screw you, Will.
If I was in charge, those guys would not be here in 2013. I hope I gave you a good answer. And my nominee for douche of the week, which should probably be myself at this point, but my nominee for douche of the week is, to go off of what Teddy said, is these asshole gun nuts who ran out to buy assault weapons the day after the tragedy because they're so afraid that the backlash in the Obama administration are going to take away their assault weapons, that there's literally lines outside some gun stores, Walmart's selling out of them. Some companies did refuse to sell those guns, but these I'm not anti-guns. I'm pro-gun control, and I'm not calling all gun owners assholes. What I'm saying is the gun owners who particularly went out because of the tragedy and stood online to buy assault rifles because you're so afraid that you won't be able to get your hands on them in a few weeks. You are my douche of the week.
Quick hypothetical for you, Jason. So let's say, what's your favorite disgusting fast food restaurant?
I guess McDonald's.
Okay, McDonald's. They find out that McDonald's is killing people. McDonald's, what's your favorite food at McDonald's?
The double cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburgers are killing people all over the country. would you line up to grab as many double cheeseburgers if you could in order to make sure you could enjoy that disgusting food for the next, I don't know, how long do they last?
A year,
50 years.
Well, I can answer this question, actually, because the other last month, Hostess went out of business, and people were lying, and I did not go online to buy Twinkies or
you had to stand up for 6 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a lot of work.
Everyone just got if everyone just smoked and chilled out, there'd be a lot less violence in this world, really. right? Teddy's nodding his head.
I like we're all coming down on the controversial view that Newtown was terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, Newtown is a terrible name for a town.
Stop it. Let's not even go there, dude.
Scott from somewhere. Welcome to Back Office Radio. You want to name somebody as your douche of the week, Scott?
Hello?
Hey, Scott. We're talking to you in Philly.
Yes, how you doing? America's Got Talent is the douche of the week.
The whole show?
The whole show.
The whole show. Don't you feel that it's a little verbose, that it's every day America's Got Talent comes up?
What? No, all right. Enough.
I mean, it's Howard's life. That's what's going to come up on the show.
Hasn't come up today until you brought it up.
When Howard was doing the movie came up all the time. When Howard was doing Son of a Beach, that came up all the time. It's just, that's the show, man.
Did they announce whether Howie Mandel's coming back yet?
I have not heard an announcement, no.
He needs 2 hot chicks with him, right? 2 hot chick judges.
Absolutely. Fuck that, man. Howard's the only dude I'm turning on a TV show for, so yeah, put some chicks around him. Mike in California, welcome to Back Office Radio.
What's up, guys? I want to nominate Ross Napin as douche of the week for sticking up for Sirius so much against Fred, for being such a corporate asshole. And speaking of ass, hey, Jason, does his breath still stink like ass? And I want to say, hey, you're the man, Jason, for being the only one to call his bullshit out. Everybody puts around him. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, it'll probably get me fired one day. Yeah, his breath does get stinky. And when it gets stinky, it gets really stinky. But it hasn't been as consistently stinky as it used to be until we talked about it on the air.
I just can't believe you took this call, Jason. A Ross Napin hater, really?
I thought you picked up on that, actually.
No.
Give us a call, 888-STERN-101. That's 888-783-7610. Nominate your douches of the week. We have some awards coming up. We have page 69s. We definitely want to hear some good taglines for you, for our show. You can leave us a voicemail. I tweeted out the voicemail number on @SternShow, so you can find it there on Twitter. And let's do a little page 69 there, Ted. Yes, page 69.
Hold on.
Page 69.
Mike, where is that?
You found it, buddy.
I found it. Time to start talking.
Who is it, me or you, Jay? Who's going up first?
You go first.
All right, so this is a really funny one. So Brian Phelan, I don't know if everybody knows him. He's Howard TV guy. Howard loves him. He's like this big
guy.
Big oafish drunk maniac.
Yeah.
So I guess he was talking to somebody in our office, and he was scrolling through pictures, and a picture of a topless woman came up, and the person goes, "Oh, who's that?" He goes, "Oh, that's my wife. She tweeted that, or she texted that to me on St. Patty's Day." He goes, "But I didn't even realize it was my wife, so I just sent it out to all my other friends." So, like, how do you not recognize your wife's tits, for one? I don't understand that.
Did you see the picture or no?
No, I didn't see it. I got to see it. Now I want to see it.
And by the way, who else would tweet him pictures of their naked breasts? He's a married guy with 4 kids.
Exactly. Everyone's sending Brian Phelan pictures of themselves
on Twitter.
By the way,
swoon for him.
Much props to Mrs. Phelan, who is, a mother of several.
Yeah.
Still sending sexy shots out of
I think she has nice tits. Yeah, and Brian has nice tits, too.
Oh, I'd love to see them together. I bet his are hair.
Yeah, he could have just said, "Those are mine."
So last week, my page 69 is actually something that started on this show. Last week, we had Gary on who told some Christmas stories. And right when he got off the phone, he told everyone, hey, stay and listen to the underreported news story because I know what it is.
He was very excited about
it.
And
it's awesome. And Will and I also thought our underreported news story was awesome because...
I thought that was weird, by the way.
Yeah.
So, but go on.
Because our underreported news story...
Why do you give a shit so much?
Was that Ronnie... used to jerk off with his friend in the same room.
Ronnie and Donnie
used to
whack each other off.
To stand by the window and watch their neighbor and jerk off.
Yeah.
So then after the show, Gary called me. We went over a few things, and then he said, hey, can you send me the underreported news story that you guys did on the air? I want to hear it. And I said, of course. And so Al pulled it. He labeled it Ronnie clip. I forwarded it to Gary and go, here's that clip of the underreported news story. And the subject was Ronnie from Back Office Radio. And about 30 seconds later, I get this angry email from Gary. I thought you guys were reporting on the Game, the rapper The Game, calling Lucas Delabate at home.
His kid.
So he's like, I sent him the clip, and without even listening to it, he called Lucas and his wife Mary into the room, and he started playing it, and he said he had to cover Lucas's ears and throw him out of the room. Mary got all angry at him. So
Daddy, who's that creepy old man jerking off his friend?
God. So I forgot earlier in the week we had said we were going to do that story for Underreported, except the Ronnie thing blew it out of the water when it came up. So I wrote it back to him. And I go, hey, I'm sorry, but you didn't specify the story. You didn't ask for Lucas. And he goes, I don't understand why you would even send that to me. And I go, because you asked for it.
Plus, you labeled it Ronnie clip.
Yeah, it wasn't like Lucas clip. It was Ronnie clip. I know Jim just handed me a note that I'm Ganji Part 2. Any Howard Stern fans know that Ganji dubbed off a bunch of porn onto what should have been Seinfeld tapes for his for Howard's daughter's dying teacher. But no, this isn't the same thing at all.
Right. I wonder if that was as scarring to Lucas as when he saw, Gary get squirted in the face.
Mike in Florida. Mike, you're already laughing. What's going on, Mike in Florida?
Funny, I watched that on Howard on demand with Gary getting squirted in the face. That was hilarious.
Yeah, sex toys, sex machines. What's up, brother? Welcome. What do you want to say? Welcome to Back Office Radio.
Yeah, it's so great to have some live programming on when Howard's off.
We're here.
We're here.
Reruns. It's great.
Awesome. Thanks for listening, man.
Yeah, and by the way, Howard is so incredibly wrong about people not being interested in this stuff. I think even a casual fan can name 10 or 15 people on the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that
maybe 5.
Maybe 5.
I think that's fair.
Well, we did the line. I mean, Doug Hurwitz, the line.
Yeah, he's all insulted by that too.
I know,
right?
he hates it. He hates being the Mendoza line of our show.
He's lucky he's the line, all right? He's lucky we talk about him at all.
Because when you say that Doug Hurwitz is the line, then you have to stop and explain who Doug Hurwitz is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dave in Los Angeles, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing good. I agree with the other guy. It's nice to hear live radio right now. And I just had a quick question. I know that Howard loves to bust everybody's balls about the fact that when he's gone, everybody's lives are over and there's nothing they can do. But me being a huge, huge Howard Stern fan, I love hearing anything that's remotely close to Stern Show subjects or relevance, and that's why I love Back Office. I love Peak Time, and
Thanks,
I'm just curious what you guys think could go on after him. I mean, I know Back Office needs to be current, and you can talk about what happened yesterday or today. And if Howard's not doing a show, it's kind of hard to come up with material, but.
Yeah. Plus, we need an office to work at.
Yeah, yes. There's a lot of things going on. I mean, listen, this week we didn't have anything going on. This was, we were worried about whether we have content. We do. I think this show right now, as it is, only works here on Howard 101, talking to Stern fans. That's it. I think we have a good.
We're having fun with it. We're having fun.
You guys don't want to do a Catholic channel Back Office Radio?
Actually, I do. Will you read us a little? Will you do a little reading for us? Come on, I miss God.
Rob's been yellow carded.
Yeah, she'll bear a son. You'll call her.
Don't forget the music, Teddy.
Saving people from their sins.
Wow. Even your reading's lazy.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time to write that, Lino.
At least my fucking immune system wasn't lazy.
Stop it. Oh, now we're going to go to the cancer jokes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you heard
right before the holiday? Right. Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you just got winded throwing the ball in the hall. Calm down.
You got winded throwing a punch.
Yeah, I don't move. That's why. I know myself. By the way, we are not the only live radio programming here. Tonight at 7 p.m., you could hear Chuck Zito and Vinny Pastore on Howard 101. Chuck
Looking
Zito's
forward
View.
to it.
This is his first show back, I believe, since his co-host unfortunately passed away. So everyone check in only on Howard 101 for that. One last page 69. We know we have Elaine is Tim's new assistant, the opera singer.
Yes.
Very pretty girl.
She is.
And but somebody thought she was extra pretty, and that was Nick Cannon's friend, bodyguard,
This big goon.
This big guy hanging out.
Friend, I said. I'm sorry, friend.
This big guy hanging out with Nick Cannon, and he goes to Gary and he goes, What did he say? He said, he's like, hey, can you give my number to the good-looking girl in the office?
Yeah,
what did he say?
I don't know.
And it was just
I don't want to do this, page 69.
But anyway, so Nick Cannon's boy loves Elaine, and so there you go. I don't know if they ever hooked up.
Stop the presses.
Maybe we could do a follow-up on that. Oh, we have lots of nominees for Douche of the Week. Chris in Chicago, who's your nominee for Douche of the Week?
It's Sal Governale.
Yeah, why? He hasn't been here to be a douche.
Yeah, I know, and this is pretty disturbing. So, over the week I was perusing the internet trying to find myself an adult video, and I was on Lobster Tube, big fan of that website. I went into the category of my choice, and the first video that popped up was him naked sitting next to some porn star, and it completely ruined my day.
Well, we're going to have more Sal actually later in the show. You're definitely going to want to stick around for that. There's some fun clips we're playing. Marcus in Texas, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. Hey, I was going to tell you all the biggest douche of the week's Benji.
Yeah, why? He hasn't been here either.
Well, the thing is, I know, this goes back a long way. Every time he goes on there, it's a big old gimmick. It's a huge gimmick. He just wants attention, even the way he talks. Don't you know?
So he's such a douche that even though he hasn't been on the air in a week, he's still douching you out.
It is still douching me out. Every time I hear him, it's like just. I think Howard likes him, of course, but I mean, it's just sickening. It's a gimmick. I don't think he wants to hurt his feelings because he'll make even more. It give him more reason to be more of a.
Yeah, I will give. I'm sorry, I'm gonna.
He hasn't been on the air in a long time.
He hasn't been on the air in a while. I will give Benji major props. He was totally normal and cool at the Christmas party this year.
Yeah.
No walking around with a girl half naked trying to get attention. No dressing up like some.
This girl was half naked.
Well, yeah, but she wasn't trying to get
And he
attention.
was wearing lifts.
And thank you very much for that, because good Lord, is that girl hot.
I know.
She tweeted, she goes, hey, I heard you guys were saying good things about me on Back Office Radio. Benji wants to know if he looked cute. I said, you looked great. Yeah. Benji looked undeserving.
Yeah, well, Benji's put on at least 80 pounds since he started dating Elisa. I would say 40, 50 pounds, right? He got really skinny.
He was skinny in the beginning. He let it go. All
right, Josh in Boston, you're the last call for now because you're about to ruin my Christmas there. You're trying to.
I'm sorry, Jason. I'm afraid I'm going to have to burst your bubble with the hookah. You can't smoke weed out of it.
What? Why not?
Explain yourself, Josh.
Well, it's made to smoke that wet tobacco, that honey tobacco.
I know all about that.
And I tried it. My dad went over to Israel, brought back a hookah, and that's the first thing we tried doing. And it wouldn't smoke. I mean,
are you smoking now, dude?
This guy sounds like a reliable source, Jason. You should definitely trust him.
I'll tell you what. I will thank you, Josh. I will try it and report back. I will say I've smoked out of hookahs before.
Yeah, one thing about Jason, he won't quit. He'll keep trying until
I'll make it work. I'll build my own fucking hookah. So, Will, I'm very excited. We're doing our first awards ever. Here on Back Office Radio. It is the end of the year, so.
I love we're giving awards for the year. We've done like 10 episodes of Back Office Radio.
And they're all based off stuff that's happened on this show. It's not like, we're going back in time. So give us a call, 888-STERN-101 to be part of that on Back Office Radio, only on Howard 101.
You're listening to Back Office Radio with Will and Jason on Howard 101.
Around the world and up your block.
It's time for America to wake up!
No more bullshit.
This is it. It's a revolution.
This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Ralph Howard. As you know, according to your Mayan calendar, tomorrow, December 21st, is Goodbye Day. One devoted Stern fan is ready. It's Howard 100 News exclusive.
Howard 100 exclusive.
What do you have stockpiled?
Well, I have cases of water. I have stuff in the military, boxes that I got from the military, these packs, which you can open them up and you add water to it. And, you have food and, like macaroni and stuff like that. And it's stuff that you can add. You don't need like big cooking utensils, ovens and stuff to put all this together. It's just simply, just add water to it. Apples, dried fruit, stuff like that. A lot of stuff, canned goods, you can open up and just eat it.
The day is fast approaching. The day Bobo believes will mark the end of civilization. And there's more. The day Bobo believes the world is going to end is the same day Bobo has agreed to come to the Stern compound to record a bit for next year.
On that day, I'm going up to the studio to do some kind of whack pack countdown. And I can't believe they asked me to go on the 21st. And I'm scared to death. I wasn't doing this for nobody. I'm willing to die for the show. That's what it is. My wife thinks I'm insane. She goes, you were talking about not leaving the house, staying here, hiding out, and now you're going to Manhattan. I said, Howard asked something, I go do. Gary asked something, I do how I am. And I'm scared to death now that I have to go because I'm worried about they're going to blow up the tunnels or they're going to do something to the bridges. Will I make it damn back in time? It's like all this is going through my mind and my anxiety level is through the roof right now. Because I'm getting closer to the day. And now, on top of that, I have to go to Manhattan.
In case you missed it, the highlight of that soundbite is this: the lengths Bobo will go to for the Howard Stern Show.
I'm willing to die for the show. That's what it is.
And that sums it up. John Lieberman, Howard 100 News.
Howard 100 News. Shitting at work and proud of it.
You have wondered and you have worried. And now the news. Howard Stern returns live in studio on January 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, right after New Year's Day. And then Howard goes back to the regular schedule of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the 7th of January.
For traffic and weather for Phoenix, Washington, Los Angeles, and other major cities, go to Sirius and XM channels 132 to 140. Another Howard 100 News Brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Happy holidays from the Howard Stern Show.
Ho, 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 this is Sandusky Claus. Boy, I wish I could go back in a time machine and fondle a young Howard Stern in the shower. Happy holidays.
You're listening to the only radio show in the world that cares about David Height's hair. Back Office Radio with Will and Jason on Howard 101.
We're the only...
Is that true? I thought I heard Rush Limbaugh do a whole rant on Height's hair weeks ago.
He's pro Height's hair. He's an asshole.
He likes it. He's jealous of anyone's hair.
Welcome back to Back Office Radio on this holiday season. I spent the entire commercial break looking up hookahs and weed smoking online.
What's the verdict?
The verdict is, yeah, you can smoke out of it, as far as I can tell. Jimmy seemed a little down on it, but the one I went to said it's a great way to smoke. I'll report back, honestly. And I don't know if I have
we know
one.
you will.
I just hope my wife bought me one for Christmas, because that's what I asked for. Will, 2012, this is our 11th show. Congratulations. Congratulations.
What does that mean? We've been doing the show for what, almost 3 months?
You know, Ryan Licker, our intern over here, Licker, right, is how you say it, has been
what
with
a great
us.
porn name, by the way.
Yeah, right. He's been with us since the beginning, and he was saying in the office the other day how nice it's been that he saw us, you know, over the summer trying to put the show together, trying to sell it to Tim, you know, having our original meetings, and then he saw the first few shows, how it all kind of spilled out into the back office and made people upset, and now he's been answering the shows for us in studio for the last few weeks.
He's been great.
He's been great, and he's been here for it all, and it made me realize, like, wow, we are still so new. We you know,
in our infancy.
And now we're here. It was like pulling teeth getting the show on, but now we're here. So we have some nice production that Teddy helped put together with Chris Libertini and John Curvers. Thank you, Teddy, for all your hard work.
Anytime.
Basically, everything you're about to hear in this section is what Teddy was freaking out about yesterday. No pressure at all.
By the way, we cut all the clips for this. It was basically like...
Yeah, Teddy had to drop them.
No, he did a good job. You did a good job.
You do it next time.
Stop it.
I can do your job.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
No, because...
Listen to shit and say, pull that.
It requires more than an hour's worth of work. I pulled it. What do you mean pull that? I pulled it.
I know.
So why are you saying...
hard.
What do you mean? I edited it too. I cut it up.
The tough part is the multi-tracking.
Oh, yeah. You did the tough part.
Okay.
You couldn't do my job because it requires more than 45 minutes of work, asshole. There's not a ball involved, okay? Fucking idiot. Don't start in on me about that shit. Oh, yeah. I'm lazy.
I never called you lazy.
No, you said you could do my job, though.
Yeah.
Please. Like I said, if you want to work 10 to 12 hours a day, it's all you, bro.
Dude,
What?
Now hit it.
No, Jason's leading us in.
I didn't do anything. I just sat here and watched. I love it. Anyway, thank you for your hard work. Actually, who's not working hard today is Al Ragone, who took the day off. He pulled the
really?
And
what a slacker.
He's such not a slacker. Like we emailed him a few questions about the show this week, and he goes, "I'll come in if you want. I'll come in." And we're like, "No, dude, take the day off. It's fine. Fine. Be lazy. It's okay." So anyway, let's just jump right into this show. I'm just kidding. Now's the best. Teddy, let's hear some of that great production.
Which one are we doing first?
You
what
and
category?
Will work so hard on in order on the sheet that you have in front of you. It's douche of the year.
The nominees are Bald Douchebag, Scott DePace.
Show fucking blows.
Lazy Douchebag, Teddy Microphone.
I'm fine. I'm here.
Prissy Douchebag, Lisa G.
Yay!
Who's the winner?
Yeah,
she's so excited about her award possibility.
Hey, Teddy, can we play? And I'm being serious. I'm not trying to start a fight. Can we play music out of that, like when it goes? There we go. Tiffany. There we go.
But
well, we heard some great douche of the year nominees: Scott DePace, Teddy Microphone, and Lisa G. And we all talked about it. We huddled together.
This one was pretty easy, I think.
Yeah, it was much easier than picking up Hope. And we have him on the phone because he's a man. As much as I will admit it, he's a man, and he calls in and picks up his own award.
Twice a man than you'll ever be.
Sure it is. It is Scott DePace calling in from New Jersey. Welcome to Back Office Radio, Scott DePace.
You are our douche of the year, my friend.
Douche of the year, my friend.
Hey, that's great. I won. Can I make a request?
Go ahead.
Jason, can you tell that great story about how when you went to Thanksgiving dinner over your brother's house?
He hated that segment for some reason. I liked it. I thought it was funny.
That was so great.
By the way, do you know, so the Jason, this guy on Twitter, at Jason Cap Fan Club, put the menu up based off our conversation of what I was having at my brother's house, and it got like 800 hits. So somebody cares. Somebody cares about what we're eating.
How about some more Teddy stories? Can you tell me some of those?
You don't like Teddy stories?
You know what? I think what we're hearing is we're boring the audience with Scott the Pace. Hey, Scott, did you go out and buy an assault weapon yet, or are you laying low on that?
Dude, if anyone's going to buy an assault weapon, it's you. You're the psycho that would. Yeah, I could see that as part of your MO.
Right. Does anyone want me having a gun? I mean, really, all you gun right nuts out there, does anyone want me having an assault weapon? I'll go buy one right now.
No,
please
not
don't.
you. 'Cause
Please don't.
You're crazy. One day you'll miss your meds and you'll go shoot up everywhere.
Maybe. As that Teddy pointed out, if I shoot like I punch, everyone's safe.
Yeah, we're all safe.
Hey, can I tell you? You were talking to Teddy a little bit. Do you know that Teddy and Will once had a huge fight?
Yes, they have fights all the time.
No, we had a
actually.
straight up fight a lot. We had like a fist fight.
Oh, at the bar.
Yeah, we were at a bar, and I was the one who broke him up. But Will was like, he was on top of Teddy, like he was about
hear that? On top of you.
Yeah.
Whooping that ass.
Yeah.
like you were ready to. Like you're ready to bang his ass.
All I know is
gross.
All I know is you both ended up over a table, like a table crashed to the
We
floor.
came in a little bruised and battered. I had no recollection of it either.
It was
Will hated Teddy.
Oh,
back in that was a long time ago. I
Yeah,
love
no.
Teddy now.
No, it's cool.
I love
You
Teddy now,
hated him
except when we
then?
talk about work.
Yeah, no. Scary. That was the old Will coming
And
through.
then Scott, you got kicked out of the bar, right? The bouncers kicked you out that day.
That's
I don't think that was the same day.
Oh, it was a different day. The
There's
bouncers
another day
kicked
you were
out.
being a douchebag.
Yeah, the bar gave you a douchebag award by kicking your
Dude,
ass
I wasn't being a douchebag. I was sticking up for my friend more than what you would do.
All we know is he saw
What are you sticking up
Scott
for?
on his back at one point. Like he
Yeah.
looked like a turtle on the back of his shell that couldn't quite get up.
Oh, you were sticking up for that 80-year-old guy you hang out with? Scott got like a really old friend.
No, it was a different friend.
Oh, it's a different friend? Oh, okay. Well, Scott, anyway, so I was going to ask you if you had anything to say, but I think you've said it all.
Yeah,
Do I win anything? What do I
Who do you want to thank?
You win airtime.
Oh, boo. What are 3 people listening to this?
Yeah, me, Will, and Jason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was going to say only
This is
2 now that
not
you're on the phone.
This is not exactly airtime. Put me on Howard's show. That's airtime.
Well, I'll pull some strings for you because I am very high-ranking there on the Howard Stern show, so I'll talk to some people for you.
We're
Oh, wait. One last request. Can you tell us again how you're more important than Gary? I love that story.
You produced the clip, my friend. I already sent the clip to Gary, and he heard it, and that's not what I said at all.
How about as an award, we shave your back, Jason, and then just glue it to Scott's head?
Oh, I love that.
That would be a good one.
That's a good one.
That would be a lot, but no.
And you know what? You know where I got the longest hairs are on my ass.
Oh, God.
Well, Scott,
You're gonna have a mullet.
Thanks for calling in. If you ever find that clip where I say I'm more important than Gary, please feel free to give it to Howard. Otherwise, have a great holiday. Have a happy new year. And here's to more douchiness in 2013, my friend.
It'll happen. But I thought I was retired.
I don't know. We were going to retire you, but, you know.
No, you were retired for the year. You could come back in 2013 and actually be a whole new douche.
Your douche powers are so strong.
Good, I will be.
All right. Thank you, Scott, really. And, hey, Jimmy just found a picture of Teddy's bruise from the Will and Teddy fight.
That's right, baby.
And I would like to tweet it
Look
out
what I
with
did.
your guys' permission.
That's all me.
Jimmy, can we tweet that over at Stern Show?
Where'd you find that?
That's from May of 2007. I believe it was right after a Memorial Day beer pong weekend.
It was ugly. We were drunk as shit.
That is really ugly. What are all those? What is that tattoo you have? Is that pie?
Yeah, I have the first 100 decimal places of pie tattoo.
Oh, my God.
Do you regret that
JC
now?
At least I can throw a punch. At least I can throw a punch.
He got excited when he heard pie. He's like,
Yeah.
"No, really?
Apple pie?
Oh, how funny would that be if instead of the number pie, I just put a string of different pies, like apple pie,
should.
pecan pie. I love pie.
Except when you try to eat your arm.
All right, well, that was fun for...
Teddy, I love you. That was ancient history. And I'm sorry I got fired up a minute ago.
What?
It's all right, bro.
Everyone's bumming me out about the hookah now. Chris in Dallas, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hey, Jason, I just wanted to tell you, I hate you, but you're good for for radio.
Thanks.
But you should get a vaporizer instead of a hookah bong. A hookah kind of sucks for solo smokers, man. You'll burn up too much weed, and a vaporizer, you get higher because you get all the THC off of it.
Yeah, I had a vape, right, a mini vape, and I've used a vape before, and it's not for me. I get it, it's healthier and everything, but it gives you a different sort of. And by the way, we're not talking about real weed here, of course.
Cloves,
This is all,
right?
Clove cigarettes and flavored tobacco, but it doesn't give me the same feeling. It's just not for me. I mean, I enjoy it once in a while, but that's it. Okay, so a feature we do here on Back Office Radio is underreported news story of the year, a news story that might have gone under the radar, fallen through the cracks, and we want to make sure that everyone gets their due here. So we had 3 breaking stories that we thought we covered here on the show that made an impact. And Teddy, let's hit it.
The nominees are Ronnie had a jerk-off buddy.
Donnie would lay in one bed, and I would lay in the other bed, and we'd take a Playboy, and we would jerk off in the same room.
Ronnie never masturbates.
I don't need to. I'm very content at home.
Ronnie puts his undies on backwards.
I went to take a leak in the bathroom, and I opened my zipper and went to get my cock out, and I couldn't.
Well, as you can tell, that was an all Ronnie special, mostly about his cock. And we're gonna sit here and vamp for a while, trying to figure out who we should give this award to. Should it be Ronnie for jerking off with his buddy Donnie? Should it be Ronnie for saying that he now never jerks off? Poor Donnie, by the way.
Right, really. He doesn't have a buddy. He's all alone now.
All alone jerking off.
By the way, Donnie would be an A-lister. If Donnie, if you're out there,
call us.
Please.
Oh,
we
my
want the
God.
exclusive.
I would love to talk to Donnie. And, of course, there is the Ronnie that went to work with his underwear on backwards and didn't notice it until he went to go pee, and he couldn't take
Old
his
man
cock
problems.
out. Actually, I don't know who we have on the phone, but we do have one, Ronald Munn. Ronnie, thank you for calling in to accept your award for Best News Story of the Year.
Dude, thank you first so much. And first of all, the guy who's running your phones over there,
Ryan.
I was just on the phone with two fans.
What?
Who knows?
Who knows? But the
Yeah,
phones here are weird.
they're all yelling at me that they don't like the douche of the week that you picked.
Save that story for the back office wrap-up show, please.
So, Ronnie,
Yeah.
I know we'll talk to you in a second about. I know you're fresh off the set of Cougar Town on TBS, but you were all over the news. We did break a lot of stories about you, or keep a lot of stories about you alive. Any regrets about doing any of those news stories, or you happy to leave it all out there?
Well, I was just listening to you guys, man, and the one I heard about Gary, that's a pisser, man.
Oh, with the clip I sent him?
That is freaking awesome.
He played it for his whole family.
Ah, that's so great.
Yeah,
that's
so now,
so great, man.
now Lucas and Mary know all about Ronnie and Donnie.
Mary will never shake your hand, just so you know.
And real quick, to fill you in on the story of Nick's guy, Dorian. Okay, so Dorian...
Who
the
hell Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon.
the guy that was
the
hitting
guy
on
who was
the
into
lane.
Elaine, yeah.
Yeah, with Elaine.
We don't know him by name.
So I know Dorian really well from, AGT, and he came to me and he gave me his business card. And he said to me, hey, dude, we're buddies. Can you hook me up with her?
Yeah.
So I went into Elaine's office and I handed her a card and I go, Dorian's really hot. She goes, oh, the big guy with the leather jacket. I go, yeah. And she goes, I said, give him a call. He wants to take you out. And she got all flustered and face turned
She was
red.
into it, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if she's going to call or she's not going to call.
We'll have to follow up on that.
Follow up on that, man.
Ronnie, so since we didn't have you on the air last week, just take us a little bit inside this Ronnie-Donnie situation. How long did this go on?
That's got to be the winner, right?
Yeah, that's
news
the winner to
stories.
me.
Well, here's the deal. My friend Donnie, who lived next door to me, we became real good friends because we had like the same terrace. We lived on the second floor, and we shared a terrace with each other. And we used to hang out a lot. And Donnie had a big brother, and we used to hang out. And, he shared a bedroom with his big brother, and his brother used to hide his Playboy magazines under his pillow.
Okay.
Yeah. Or in his desk drawer, in the bottom of his desk drawer. And we used to go in there and steal them. And there was two beds in the room. And, we're 14 years old or so, and we're laying there in bed, and we'd get under the covers in each bed. And we'd take a Playboy, and then we, whack it off a little bit.
And would you try and make sure you finish at the same time? That type of thing?
No.
What happens if you finish first?
What do you do then?
We never saw each other's dicks or anything.
No, but I mean, okay, so say you're in bed and you come pretty quickly, right? And then what do you do? Just lay there and wait for him to finish before? At what point do you say something?
No, man. You little kids, you guys, you're 14 years old. You take some tissue.
No, we're not relating to this story. That's why we're asking you to explain it.
Okay, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You take some tissues, you run in the bathroom and you clean up, and whoever's not done is still going on.
But I'm just trying to picture me and Will in two separate beds in the same room, and we're both jerking off under the covers, mind you. We're not talking about. If I'm done,
it makes it way more straight. By the way,
I'm going to get bored and start talking to Will. I'll be like, hey, Will, what's going on over there?
No. You gotta respect the guy. He's still beating off. He's concentrating on a picture.
Were you guys making noise? Does Donnie make a lot of noise when he beats off?
You run into the bathroom, you clean yourself up, and then you come out. And if the guy's not done, you go into the living room. You wait till he's done.
Well, that's very courteous of you.
Yeah.
You ever go, hey, Donnie, you missed a spot.
Or, and I'm just going to throw out a wild idea here, you go into the living room and jerk off, and Donnie jerks off in the bedroom.
Yeah, but the best part of the whole deal, we had these people move in.
Yeah, I want to hear about this.
The apartment was on the first floor, and it was like catty corner to our rooms.
Right.
So at night, we used to see the light come on. you could automatically see the light come on right away in your room.
Mm-hmm.
And our 2-bedroom windows were next to each other. And, you know, we like, it got to the point where we would wait for the fucking light to come on.
Right, you see your neighbors. And it was a big window, right? It was a long canopy window, and you guys stood on either end of it, right?
No. We weren't in the same window together.
Oh.
We were right next door to each other, but we knew we would talk to each other out the window, and we would just sit there and wait, especially in the summertime. It was cool, you know. We'd sit there and bullshit out the window and wait for the light to come on, and then we'd clam up and get real quiet. Shut all the fucking lights off in our rooms.
Holy fuck! I think you're in love with Donnie.
Wait.
Is that what you're getting from this?
Dude, we were best friends. I mean, it was, you know,
yeah, they jerk off together.
No. It was nothing like, we weren't sticking it in anybody's ass or anything.
Why did you say that?
But what would happen? This couple down there, they would come into the bedroom at night, leave the shades wide open, and even sometimes in the summertime, leave the windows wide open. And they would be totally fucking nude and go at it right in the bed, and the bed was right by the window.
What did those dudes look like?
Dude, this broad was, you know, you're 14 years old. You see a pair of boobs and a hairy boob, you know, at that time.
Like, Donnie, there's no way to make this story sound straight, just so you know, all right? I mean, throw in all the hot chicks you want.
There's no way to make it sound straight.
Hold on, I'm going to reenact this with me, Will. Hey, yo, your dick out yet, Donnie?
No. Hold on, it's getting a little hard now. I feel it.
I'm chopping up. I want to try and finish at the same time as our neighbor.
Are you Ronnie or Donnie?
I'm Ronnie.
I'm Donnie.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Donnie, you look nice today.
No, yeah, Donnie. Oh, beautiful.
Ronnie, you know you're supposed to use the buddy system in scuba diving, not jerking off.
Hey,
like
Teddy,
an idiot.
you know what? Go play Punchy Punch with Will, because that's what you're doing that night.
Don't tell me to play Punchy
That was
Punch.
Shuley, not
that
me.
was Shuley. Fuck him.
Holy shit, Donnie, you're not cut. I
What
didn't
is it
know.
now? Hey, wait a minute. When did Shuley become part of this show now, too?
Because I gotta ask a question as a newsman. I have to ask you: was anything compared at any time? Was anything compared at any time between you and Donnie? Be it hard-ons, load?
No.
Did Donnie have pubes?
Never.
No pubes yet? Okay,
is
good
Donnie,
to know.
I never saw his dick, and he never saw mine.
Is Donnie a figment of your imagination? Is he just like your invisible friend, Ronnie?
Have you seen Donnie's O-face?
Have I what?
Have you seen Donnie's face as he orgasms?
No, stop it now.
Where's Donnie now? Is Donnie still around?
I wish I knew.
Yeah, exactly. You got no one to jerk off with now. It's so sad.
No, he's got Stephanie.
The last I heard...
Yeah, but she does a vagina. That's not cool.
Last I heard he lived in Long Island, if you guys will let me fucking talk.
Hey, Donnie, I think the other night I left a little load on your deck there. Sorry. It was a big
But anyway, this broad had these big, giant tits, and she was pretty damn hot, I gotta say. And we used to see her out in the street in the daytime, and we couldn't even look her in the face, man. We have to walk the other way.
Hey, Donnie, put on Cinemax right now.
Yeah.
Let's jerk off on the phone together.
Hey, Donnie, I gotta clean up with your sock. No big deal, right, buddy?
I didn't have to talk to him on the phone. We'd talk out the window.
Can I borrow your lotion? I ran out.
Donnie, open your window. Look at this hard-on.
Jerk off.
My cock is purple.
Did you ever throw pebbles at his window to get him to open it when you're ready to jerk off?
Hey, airtime horse, shut up.
Maybe they're like our little kids. They had walkie-talkies, you know, like.
Well, we did have walkie-talkies. We did at one point.
Donnie, this is Rambo. Over.
Yep,
I'm coming over.
We did have walkie-talkies at one time. Yes, we did.
The can's on the string and then just beat off in the can.
Yeah, we drill a hole in the wall and put the string through.
Load coming at you.
Well, I have to say, and Bonnie, we'll let you go in a second. I have to say that more.
Oh, please, don't let me go. Let me stay on like Shuley all day, please.
I have to say more than the actual story of Ronnie jerking off with his friend. The thing I am most fascinated by is how normal Ronnie thinks this entire thing is. Like, it's just great. He's like, what are you talking about?
It's two fucking guys that are 14 years old. Come on now.
The only other guy I know that's done this is Richard Christie, right?
Dude, yeah. I'm sorry you were cheated of a childhood thing like I had.
Cheated of that experience?
My childhood is nothing like your childhood. I was definitely cheated. Hey, Ronnie, you're on the set of Cougar Town. You just got back from the set of Cougar Town. I saw some pictures from the set. How'd it go?
It went really well, and I'll tell you what, those people are so great.
Great.
I mean, the whole cast, the crew. Courtney was amazing. I sat next to her getting makeup done in the morning, and Busy Phillips.
Any flirting?
Everybody.
With Courtney?
The only flirting I did was with Krista Miller, man. That's one great lady.
Why, she looks like Donnie?
I have the biggest man crush on her. She's into race cars, and we were bonding like
man crush. You mean crush?
You said the same thing to me.
I said crush.
No, you said man crush.
I said man crush.
Yeah, well, that's when you have a crush on another man, like Donnie. You have a man crush on Donnie.
Hello, me being a man, having a crush on a lady.
Oh, that's not what a man crush is.
Oh, stop it. That's my man crush. Fuck you. Anyway.
You're awesome.
I just left us speechless.
Dude, it was a great experience, and wait until you see it. That's all I can tell you.
How many days were you on set?
I was on set all day yesterday, from 6:30 in the morning until 5:15 last night.
Did you get a trailer?
Yes, I did.
And did you jerk off in the trailer?
No, I didn't.
All right.
I didn't have time.
He doesn't masturbate.
Doesn't masturbate.
I was busy all day, dude.
Well, we'll
and
get
I don't have to jerk off. I got a beautiful girlfriend that helps me out.
Listen, Ronnie, we would love to have Donnie on the show sometime. So if he ever does get back in touch with you, please let us know, or let him know that we're looking for him.
I'm just picturing Courtney Cox trapped in a room with him, and she's like, "Oh, that is a beautiful salamander on your arm."
Well, Courtney looked really hot yesterday, I got to say.
Well, Courtney is a very, very hot girl. All right, well, Ronnie, thank you very much. Hold on one second.
By the way, what was that award I won, by the way?
As an award we really just gave ourselves for the
jerking
best.
off with another guy award.
Yeah, of course.
Underreported.
But yeah, once you admit to jerking off with another guy, it's a home run. And on the phone now, we have somebody claiming to be Donnie.
Oh,
Donnie,
no way.
Welcome to Back Office Radio.
Yo, it's Donnie. I want to talk to Ronnie. I miss you, Ronnie.
Jackass.
Sounds legit.
Sounds
yeah, sounds legit. All right.
You guys want us to leave?
I thought Sal was off today.
He is. That's why that wasn't funny.
Did you guys have code names with the walkie-talkies? Can I just ask that?
Do we have code names?
Yeah, like Eagle,
Red Squirrel, Scarborough.
Surely.
One was Salty Load, the other was Sweet Load.
Julie, when are you going to get your own show? Stop it now.
Chocolate Thunder. Anyway, Ronnie, thank you so much for calling in and accepting this award. I know you're probably exhausted today. And thank you for your honesty. Honestly, thank you for your honesty, because that's what I love the most.
Love you.
That's what it's all about, man.
That's what it's all about. All right, man. Have a great holiday and New Year's, and I'll see you next year, brother.
You too, guys.
Thanks,
Take care,
man. Ronnie, that's great of him to call in and accept that.
Was the best.
Surely, we're definitely going to want to talk to you later in the show, but so come back in a little bit.
I had to run in because I was there when the story developed, and
yes.
I had so many questions still. It's such an odd story.
10-4, I've got a semi. Mayday, I'm about to come.
I think you could sit down and we could do a Barbara Walters style interview with him, because he's not defensive about it.
No.
He's just like, yeah, this is what happened, and this is how it happened. And
this is normal if you're on the set of Jerry Springer. This is a normal childhood.
Squirrel, put a finger in my ass, copy.
Back Office Radio, even though we're 11 shows in, has gathered a lot of enemies. A lot of people here in the office wish the show would go away or wish we talk about something else. We've chronicled some of this on the air. So for our next award, we're going to give an award to the person who hates Back Office Radio the most.
Hater of the Year.
The nominees are Miss Passive Aggressive, Lisa G.
It sounded like every bad FM morning show across the country.
Mr. 3-Page Email, Steve Brandano.
If I was going to say something mean about someone here before Back Office Radio, I would be aware that and say, hey, that's not for the air. The difference now is I think about everything I say now.
Chair Throwing Maniac, Jay Thomas.
And there's some guy named Jason that works in the back or something.
Jason Kaplan.
If he mentions my name one more time, I'm going to fucking hit him in the fucking head with a I don't know who he is, but you tell him for me, don't mention my fucking name.
Jay Thomas. What's up, brother? All right, so now we got together, we huddled.
Who was it again? Steve Brandano,
Lisa G, and Jay Thomas.
Okay.
And I have to say, if there's one person who's hated this show from before it even hit the air, that clip you heard from Lisa G was from before Back Office Radio even went on the air. Lisa G is definitely the #1 hater.
Original hater,
OH. Of Back Office Radio. She hated, when she was interviewing Will and I before the show even aired. And she goes, and once she realized what it was just going to be us talking about what we see in the back office.
Goes, who wants to listen to that?
For 2 hours?
Excuse me?
Oh.
But what do you have to say?
Who cares about your opinion?
Who are you?
Yeah. And then I had to go look up Lisa G on Wikipedia
books
to
are my
remember who she
weakness.
is. We asked Lisa to call in. She is on vacation, apparently in a location where stops her from using the phone and calling in. So
She's on
instead,
deadline.
no, she's not on deadline. She's on vacation. So instead, though, I have to say she had a decent sense of humor and wrote in a statement. So I will read it now. This is Lisa G's statement for winning the biggest hater of back office radio.
Can you do this in a Lisa voice?
I can do a girl voice. I wouldn't call it a Lisa voice.
Okay.
Because you know I only do one girl voice. Yeah, okay. First and foremost, I like to thank God. And of course, Howard Stern. By the way, is she religious? She's thanking God? I guess she's just being
She's
funny.
being hilarious.
It's truly an honor to be the first recipient of this prestigious award, especially on a new show that I know will become legendary in the Stern universe. I have to admit that as the show progresses,
She can make anything unfunny, by the way.
I'm a little concerned that I won't hate it as much. And then what will I do? So thanks again for this award and letting me hate the show so much. I mean, who else can call me gay, old, a has-been, and a phony all in one sentence? So from the bottom of my heart, happy holidays, love, Lisa G. I don't think we've called her gay, old, or a has-been at all on this show.
Well, not all at once.
At least not all at once.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about there.
Was that the girl voice, by the way?
That's the best I could do. Yeah, sorry. I thought
it was all right.
I found it really obnoxious halfway through, but I didn't want to stop. I remember most of my complaints about Lisa G have just been about her complaining about our show. I don't remember mentioning her age or anything else, but that was her statement. I read it word for word. And Lisa, thank you for taking the time to send that in. And let's see what our phone callers are thinking. Benji in New York, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Jason, it's Benji. I dispute the Lisa G for the douche of the year. It's got to be me. I almost got fired twice for being late.
Well, actually, Scott the Pace won douche of the year, but that's a very, very good point. Jeff, welcome to Back Office Radio. Yeah, Jeff, what's up, brother?
How you doing, man? Listen, I'm hoping the Pace is still on the phone because behind the scenes has become less of behind the scenes, and I actually would like to see you guys on TV more. You guys are really behind the scenes.
Well, thank you. We've asked, the guys are not here this week because of the holiday, but they have been here filming our show. I remember when they started doing the behind-the-scenes show, Scott the Pace came back and basically told us we were boring and weren't producing any good content. I mean, he walked into the office and said, yeah, you guys suck for TV and it's boring filming you and we can't find anything good. So, that's Scott. He can't find anything funny in what happens in the back office, but fortunately, Will and I and Teddy can. So, there you go. What can I say? Will, anything to add to that? No?
No.
All right. Mike in Nashville, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
What's going on, man? You like these awards or what?
I love them. Great. I agree with everything, too. That Benji was real convincing.
Yeah, very convincing.
I had a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about, but the Ronnie Donnie stuff really threw me for a loop. And
all of us.
My train of thought.
I understand.
How can you think that's
Everything
normal?
About it. There's nothing about it that's normal.
No.
There's absolutely nothing. And it's as if you're saying like 14 was a real innocent age. You're full blown at that point. You're if they were like 9 or something.
But at 14, you're like at 14, you're like in full homophobe mode. You know, like you don't want to get naked in the locker room.
Well, first of all,
absolutely, yeah.
I don't care what age you are. Excuse me. I don't care what age you are. There's nothing innocent about whipping your dick out and jerking off with your friend. I don't care if you're 5. I don't care if you're 15. I don't care if you're 50. Your innocence is lost once that happens.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess not innocent, but like even naive. You're not naive at 14. You know full blown what's happening, and just like the thought of them, the rendezvous on the terrace, and then
it's like a love movie. The moon's out.
Like they steal away to the bedroom and like under the covers, just everything about it.
And by the way, they compared notes. They afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I shot it across the room.
It's the unspoken boss. We're just going to meet up.
Hey, Mike, unfortunately, we're going to have to let you go because your line's getting breaking up. But give us a call, 888-STERN-101. We're about to give out our last award of the year. That's 888-783-7610. So much more to talk about. If you want to nominate Douche of the Week or you want to ask us anything about the show, please give us a call. And our next group of Jesus Christ.
Category.
Our next category. Thank you, Teddy. Jesus, thank God you're
Teddy's
here.
stepping up big today. I like it.
You are. I love it. We have broken some stories here on Back Office Radio, stories that have made their way to the Howard Stern Show and then become much bigger news. So here are our nominees for Back Office Radio Exclusive of the Year.
Exclusive of the year.
The nominees are Fred's daughter banned from the One Direction event.
I guess they're doing, what's it called here?
A town hall.
A town hall with One Direction. And it's like a huge deal. They're keeping it in a secret location, and it's a whole thing. And Fred had asked if there was any way his daughter could go, and he was told no.
Teddy plays Punchy Punch with 90-pound wife.
We'll get drunk and fool, like goof around where we play this like Punchy Punch, like someone punch. You'll just walk up behind someone and whack them as hard as they can. I mean, Will, you fucking
sounds fun.
Fat, disgusting slobs Jason and JD make up.
A little more than acquaintances. I can't say.
I don't want to fist bump acquaintances. That's horrible.
Let's say friends.
Friends. Come on. Not just friends, just friends. If you mean
acquaintances.
Friends again. Yeah, friends again.
You can feel the love.
He had to think long and hard there.
You could feel the love. And are we going to get this guy on the phone or no? Did he bail on us? What
he
bailed?
No, he's on the way to Ohio, so I think he's on a subway right now or something, getting beat up.
Well, we were going to have J.D. Harmeyer could have called in to accept the award of the Brotherhood and Peace, but I guess I'll accept on our behalf.
You're going to have to.
Wow, I wasn't expecting to make a speech. Well, thank you, Back Office Radio, for giving me the opportunity to face my accuser head on and shame him to come down and apologize to me because of Back Office Radio. I think JD really feared what might come out of my mouth when I was angry at him and therefore scared him straight. And he made up with me.
I think that's what happened exactly. I still think he doesn't like you.
You know what? I'll take that. As long as he just keeps
Where are you guys now?
me.
Are you talking? You have a cordial relationship?
I say more than cordial. I say it was cordial before the real hate started, where it's just kind of we were polite to each other. Now it's definitely more conversational. I saw him last night. I was in his office for a while. We were just talking and bullshitting and laughing, and it was nice. So I really do think it was cathartic for him, like you pointed out. And even if he didn't really mean it at the time, maybe his motivation to do it was one thing.
It was just an out, and he can just say, all right, we're starting fresh. New relationship.
And that's it, and that too. So I accept my award, and I love it, and maybe JD will call in a little bit. Speaking of, though, we hope to hear from Sal Governale a little bit later in the show. Him. Because he is part of our underreported news story this week, and he just got so much... I didn't even realize this was going on until you pointed it out.
No, it's great.
Yeah, so give us a call, 888-STERN-101. That's 888-783-7610. We're back with more stories and more guests only on Howard 101.
This is Back Office Radio with Will and Jason on Howard 101.
Happy holidays from the Howard Stern Show.
It's beginning to smell a lot like horseshit. It must be Baba Booey. Just take a whiff of his dirty mouth and he'll knock your ass down south, 'cause it's the flunky drumsticky monkey. It's beginning to smell a lot like horseshit. Hey, it's got to be Tata Toothy, with that chimpy little face and his teeth all over the place. You know it's Baba Booey.
This is Back Office Radio, the show that sounds great when Jason is on his meds.
Right, I'm back on Lexapro for 3 straight weeks.
A little more
now.
singing?
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fun
I don't know what the
so
word is.
delightful.
You gotta put something I know.
Since we've no place to go,
Let him grow.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Back on Lexapro.
Got writers in here. Welcome back to Back Office Radio. We're talking about Ronnie masturbating with his friend for the last hour. I still can't get that out of my head. I need to go back and listen to that. I want to go back and listen to our show now. We got some tweets in. We tweeted out a picture of Teddy's black and blue arm after Will wiped the floor with him at a bar.
Oh, come on.
Out on @Stern Show. Somebody said that the most disturbing thing in that picture is the ridiculous tattoo on his arm. I actually agree with that. I didn't realize you had that tattoo. That's so funny. What is that? What's the story behind it?
Drugs.
Okay, that makes sense. Somebody wants to know if that
I was in Portugal, a long story.
But, do most people know you've got a lot of tattoos?
Yeah.
Right.
Got a lot of tattoos.
Failed irony of the hipster.
Yeah.
Well, what else do you have? What other mathematical equations do you have?
No.
Is there E equals MC squared somewhere? Or?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's how you used to cheat for tests. You just used to tattoo it on him.
Yeah. You've got a whole seal on your arm,
that
right?
That was my cheating, covered in tattoos.
I like the tattoos, man.
I had poppies, because, whatever.
Somebody wants to know if the number on your arm is actually Artie's passport number, so you don't forget it.
Hey-oh. yeah. Don't crash your truck.
Somebody else says, nice try, but Will couldn't do that to Teddy. It must have been his wife during Punchy Punch.
There's more to the table, I think.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
The bruise.
I don't know where it came from.
We broke that table, though. It was straight like WWE style.
And the best part is, like 3 months later, they invited us back for another beer pong.
Oh, that bar loved us. But did they close? Or
No,
did
they got rid of the
beer pong tables.
We got to do another beer pong tournament. Maybe we should do Back Office
We always
Radio.
do it in February.
Live
Birthday times.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it live for the Back Office Radio.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll do
What do
it.
you think, Jim? Can we set that up? That might be
Only
dangerous.
a 1 hour show that day.
You know,
Yeah,
we talked about doing a drinking show, and we all got scared because we didn't trust ourselves.
We call it AKA our last show.
Well, I said I'd do it. I already said all the worst shit I'm going to say drunk, so why not?
And last but not least on Twitter, that tattoo is the douche of the year. What the fuck is wrong with rich kids? Yes, Teddy, what is wrong with rich kids?
You know, I don't know. Ask the guy who wrote that on his iMac or whatever the fuck he wrote it on.
Well, we just gave an award for the best underreported news story of the year on our show, but we do have two news ones, and why don't you hit it, Teddy?
And now, the most overlooked Howard 100 News story of the week.
Well, John, my friend, as you know, I put up the G-Man EP on iTunes, perfect for the holidays. The resurrection of G-Man includes all the classic 80s hip-hop of G-Man and Cool the Candy Rapper, all in one sweet package. And this is the first time today where we are going to check the sales since I put it up 4 weeks ago.
And then the moment of truth arrives.
I know the fans have loved it. There's a lot of great feedback. Let's log in. Okay, here we go. Oh, Jesus. $44.02. What's the matter with you people? Buy the goddamn EP.
Sal, insisting his work is worth at least a stocking stuffer.
$44 minus the 30% iTunes takes. Do a little math here. There's about $12, right? $12, $13, $14.
20 or 32 bucks.
Who is Cool? Is Sal Cool the Candy Rapper?
Yeah, for some reason I got confused. I thought that was John Lieberman. But
I don't understand.
No, he's Two Live Jew.
Oh, because he had the Kit Kat line. So when he said Kit Kat, I just assumed.
Right. Well, we can clear all this up.
Now joining us, G-Man, Cool the Candy Rapper, the hardcore rap stars burning up the iTunes chart. It is now Sal Governale. Sal, welcome to Back Office Radio.
Pleasure to be here, boys. Pleasure. Real unbelievable.
Thanks.
I mean, my level of confidence has gone through the roof after listening to that news story. so proud of my work.
Thanks for calling in on your vacation. You're on a cell phone. I'm sure everyone could kind of tell that over the air. So, Sal, what's the deal? You put these old rap songs of yours on iTunes.
Right. These are the songs that we've discussed before on the show.
Right.
Back in the day. These songs actually cost me about $7,000. That's when I got ripped off by that shady producer who promised me to make me a hip-hop sensation. And they've been laying around forever for a good reason. Nobody wanted them. And, one day Richard goes, brother, it would be great if you could sell those songs on iTunes. And I wasn't even aware of it, so I put them up on iTunes, and there you go, $44.
Well, we pulled a few of them.
Yeah, you might have gotten a few. So you have about...
Before you go any further, one expense you guys didn't think about was the expense of actually putting them up on iTunes, which cost me $40. So
why did it cost you $40? Where's that cost come from?
From the website that puts up the music.
So now you owe Apple money.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But we want to do like a little bit of a storytelling segment here, and you kind of explain some of these because I was talking to you in the back office a while ago, and the stories are just tremendous. When you were talking about what's the best one? What's it called? How do you even say that word, Sal? Tishuan?
Tishuan. This was your Bob Dylan song, right?
It's Tis Such a War. It's called, it's a play on words of It's Such a War. It was Tis Such a War. I don't even understand the logic of it now. I don't even know what I was thinking back then. I guess, everybody using slang and whatnot, coming up with their own phrases. I thought that would be clever. Obviously, it isn't. It's
and what did you say? You told me that you went through the newspaper and just, read headlines and rapped about them?
Well, obviously, I rapped about things that were current events at the time. One of them was Leon Klinghoffer, if you listen to the song.
Here, let's put it on. Hold on, let's play it a little bit.
A little girl who's on the way home. She just seen a relative in Rome, but before she got there, let me tell you, homeboy, she saw a gun in the air. She said, "Oh, daddy, what can this be? Is this terrorist or gonna kill me? Don't worry, that is what a father said. But when he turned his head, he's gonna lay dead."
Ooh. It's like reading the New York Times. It really is. Same experience.
Powerful.
More like the Huffington Post. Definitely not the New York Times.
So what was that? You just read that news story and you're like, oh, this would be funny to rap about?
Yeah, dead daughter. Someone's dead daughter.
It wasn't specifically. No, it wasn't. Let's read. Let's write. These were just stories that were going on. That was about a particular girl who was in Rome visiting on vacation, and she was killed by a terrorist.
Right, her dad turned around, and next thing he knows, his daughter was dead.
Yeah. Really, yeah. It took quite a while to write those lyrics.
Sal doesn't know who was in World War II, but he knows a story of a chick in Rome from 20 years ago.
Well, I'm Italian, it's the lot in me. I'm looking out for the fellow Italians.
Will,
So,
you were the one going through these songs. What were some of your other favorites?
What are the other ones, Ted? Play another one.
All right.
My personal favorite is Take Me to Your Hip Hop House. It has a nice flair to it. It's sensual.
All right, let's listen.
Yeah. I'm ready to slam, so come on, girl, just lift your feet and house me. To a hip hop house.
Who's the backup singer?
He's raping somebody in the back of the studio.
That's a song he licks Richard's taint to.
That's a great song to watch people into, guys.
Who is that? Yeah, did you actually get a professional singer to come in and go, oh, yeah?
That was a sample. I had actually an old Casio keyboard which had a sampler built into it, and I did everything on there. And if you listen back to Such a War, you'll hear explosions. And what I did was pretty ingenious. I just took the microphone and put it right against my mouth, and I went, and then, sure enough, I was able to come up with these bomb sound effects.
Genius.
Well before all these great sound effects that were, accessible to today. I was able to do that. Utilized all my resources for incredible music. That's why you should go out and buy it, because of the history behind it.
Well, Sal, hold on, because Jim from Boston, you have purchased the Sal Governale record available on iTunes?
I have. It's fantastic. The best song on it is Chillin' with My Posse.
Oh, we have that one. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Fix the factors like holders with wax. Pushing and striving. Your records are dying. Money I'm making, new cars I'm buying. And I owe it. You know it to my group, you see. I make it plain and simple. My posse.
My posse. Jim, did you download this because you're a fan of Sal and the Howard Stern Show?
Yeah, more a fan of Sal than a fan of the Howard Stern Show, but I have a very important question to ask Sal. The song Tazisha War, I typed in Tazisha War on Google and got 0 responses. What does the word Tazisha War mean? Did you make that up?
We just went through this, but go ahead.
It's just really quickly.
Zuzazu then. Zuzazu.
Very quickly, it's just slang for it's such a war. It's just, 'tis such a war, Tis the season to be jolly. It's a war, 'tis such a war. That's all it is.
Deep.
Hey, hold on.
Deep.
Very deep.
It's a very clever play on words.
Not that clever.
Not as clever as you, sir, who brought the EP, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Bob. It's very nice of you.
Sal, anything else you want to talk about? Sal is on iTunes. You just go look up Sal Governale. Now, you can buy individual tracks or you can buy the whole album. What's the most downloaded track, Sal?
I think it's the top one, Take Me to My Hip Hop House. That's the most popular one. Also, on the EP, the Shake song is an extended remixed version.
That's a famous one. Can we get a little shake?
Shake.
Yeah, sure.
Here it is.
You want the song or you want me to say?
I'm not just saying that you're a party, yo, and you're wishing you with me. Easy to see, hot spot in ecstasy. Now go like a number. You're so hot, they can make me wonder, what have you got? Something that I haven't already seen. You start shaking your butt, girl. Know what I mean? I say, shake, side, side. Now I'm on the scene with nothing to hide, so just shake.
Shake,
a little more, shake. The beat going as I get stronger. Moving this jam, my job's never done. Sway your soul to the rhythm, your feet to the drum. And I just
all right, I think we got enough there.
Yeah. Hey, Sal, like Nick Cannon, have you ever made love to one of your own rap songs or jerked off to it?
No, but like Rihanna, I wish Chris Brown would beat the shit out of me right now.
Hey, Sal, what are you doing for Christmas? What's going on with the family?
Just relaxing with the family and whatnot. I've been doing a lot of holiday shopping, getting things for the kids, getting everything prepared. My wife today is making cupcakes for the school holiday party, so I'm out helping her as well. And
save some of those cookies, all right, man? Don't give them all to the fucking kids.
I'll be in the office this week as well, working on some stuff for the new year.
You're coming in next week?
I'm coming in tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Oh, well, I'll see you then, my friend.
Yes, absolutely. And the show sounds great.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys, for plugging it. Again, go to iTunes, search Sal Governale, and you can get these incredible songs.
Steve Jobs must be so proud.
Sal, we're going to get you over $50 today, I guarantee
He
it.
died at the right time, I think.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Sal. And have a good one, brother. I love him. I love those rap. I'm so glad you found that online. I want to find something to sell on iTunes. I didn't know we were allowed to do that.
Please. That music is awful. It's as ugly as his penis.
Hey, what do you want to do here? Do you want to do a Fat Guy wrap up now, or do you want to...
Let's take a break and we'll come back and do it real quick.
Hey, give us a call, 888-STERN-101. That's 888-783-7610. We're wrapping up Back Office Radio, but we still have a lot of great things to talk about only on Howard 101.
You're listening to Back Office Radio with Will and Jason on Howard 101. You're listening to Back Office Radio with Will and Jason, losing friends and burning bridges for your entertainment.
Yeah. Oh, I always think of Die Hard when I hear this. I always think of Die Hard.
And then keep that thought going. Then you think of Twinkies?
Oh, no. From Die Hard, you know what? The food I always associate with Die Hard is a Milky Way bar. Because one of the bad guys is eating a Milky Way.
Do you associate a food with every movie?
If you ask me, I could probably think of one.
Goonies.
Oh, yeah. Wait, it's been a while since I've seen Goonies. But, ice cream.
What?
Because they got locked in the ice cream freezer.
There you go. Chunk.
Well, what about your favorite movie, Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters Chinese food, when they're sitting around eating the Chinese food in the beginning, and they go, this represents the last of the petty cash.
He's like a tubby Rain Man.
That's a good one. Welcome back to Back Office Radio. Give us a call, 888-STERN-101. That's 888-783-7610. We're getting a lot of tweets about why Cool the Candy Rapper has not been shot in some gang rap war. So
I know, please.
Yeah, let's stay away from Sal on that one. But you were just making fun of my food and my knowledge of food, and I did a Fat Guy show this week, and I think
it's the greatest. I don't know if everyone listens to it, but I listened back to it just for this show. And oh my God, I was like tearing up. I was laughing so hard through most of it.
Will goes, was there anything funny worth pulling? And it's like Ronnie talking about, you know how Ronnie was talking about his jerking off with Donnie as if it was the most normal thing in the world?
Everybody does it.
Hey, we're 14. Wait, we're 24.
Yeah.
Time of discovery.
According to Jason, everybody in the country's 400 pounds.
Right.
And under 6 feet tall.
So I'm like, yeah, it was good, but I can't think of anything really funny that happened. Right. So Will's like, I'll listen to it.
I had more trouble deciding what not to pull from the show.
So by the way, the Fat Guy Show is re-airing tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern on Howard 101. If you missed it, I had from Sports Illustrated Jimmy Traina on, who's very, very fat himself, and the very large Rachel Butera also called in.
I love Rachel, by the way. I think I would actually have sex with her. I do.
Go for
a big
it.
Girl. I've always liked big girls. I got a soft spot for them.
But I don't think you pulled these clips. But she was so trying to pretend.
No. Let's get to.
Okay. Let's get to the clips.
Which one do you want?
Will
we'll just go down. Because he's mentioned the Rachel one. Play bad X-Mix gifts for fat guys.
Don't buy anything that smacks of a hint at weight loss. Don't buy a gym membership. Don't buy running shoes. Don't buy a scale. Don't buy a healthy cookbook.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
Even though you might want to give those hints, it's horrible. Unless she asks for it. Like, I'm a fat person who loves to work out. I actually do. So, like, I would ask for a yoga mat.
First of all, I've never met a fat chick that likes to work out.
I don't know any chick that
give
likes
me
to
a
work
fucking
out.
break, right?
Yeah.
We had a big girl who used to work here. I won't name names, but she'd always be like, yeah, I just finished my 3rd triathlon. I'm like, really? Would you eat a fucking, pizza company in the meantime?
I think she used to run the triathlete 100 feet at a time.
Right. She was the fattest triathlete I've ever seen in my life. It's ridiculous.
And by the way, I love Rachel. I think she's very pretty, but I cannot imagine her doing yoga on any sort of mat.
I can imagine her doing some things. And then the other part is like people are trying to help you. You're the idea is to be skinny, When people buy you a weight loss book or a healthy eating book or whatever it is, like they're trying to help you.
You
reject that thought, right?
Yeah, well, Christmas is about fun time. It's about gifts and toys and happiness and
if you're 5.
And mirth.
And girth.
And girth, yeah.
No one's buying Santa a health book. And by the way, Rachel tried to claim she wasn't fat for some reason on the Fat Guy
Well,
show.
why would you call into the fat person show?
But I'm not fat. I'm like, yeah, you kind of are. But I love Rachel's not harping on Rachel.
No, I love her, like I said.
What else
fan.
What else did you find funny from that show, Will?
Play the McDonald's one. It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Jason's reaction.
The guy took the hash brown and literally smeared the whole thing in butter.
Wow.
That was pretty, that was bold.
Vincent in Texas, welcome to the Fat Guy Show. Give me your height, give me your weight.
We have to pull that one.
Hey, I'm 5'11", 450 pounds. Big fat guy. Hey, the hash brown thing. You said it smeared butter all over it?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried taking it, chewing them, and putting 3 pieces of sausage in there and then smearing syrup all over it?
Well, you just gave me something to do Sunday morning, my friend. I like that. I do. I don't really like, I don't know about the maple syrup because I don't like mixing the sweet and the savory sometimes.
You don't put maple syrup like on bacon when you have side of bacon?
No, in fact, I try and keep the bacon away from the maple syrup.
What are you talking about? Oh my God.
Because I like my bacon to taste like bacon, not taste like bacon mixed with maple syrup. I don't like if I have pancakes with bacon, I'll put the bacon on a separate
plate. So that
plate.
McGriddle thing that's got like
it's not for
you don't
me.
like that?
It's not for me.
Oh,
That guy said he was 5'11",
I know, that's
450
There's so
pounds.
many things to pick apart about this clip. Height and weight, sir. 5'11", 450.
I can't believe that guy eats hash brown sausage sandwiches.
2 hash
I thought he
browns
was
from
on celery.
McDonald's, 3 pieces of sausage all around. Well, sir, that's why you're 450 pounds.
No, how I would do that, by the way, I might do it, I would take the 2 sausage patties and some cheese and in between the hash brown, and then I put ketchup all over it, and then I eat it with a fork and a knife. It would be delicious.
My God.
It's so delicious.
And,
I wish they would sell
and
that.
And then you'd pray to see 50.
Whatever.
And then the last one we have is, I love that Jason had an actual sponsor for the show. And just the live spot was great because there was a couple funny things.
Winter weather is here, and big guys have several choices. You could try squeezing yourself into an XL like you're stuffing a stocking. Or you could make the choice that smart, big, and tall guys have made for over 60 years. KingSizeDirect.com. King Size Direct is the big and tall expert with sizes up to 10XL for big guys and up to 7XL for tall guys. Yeah, I've never seen a tall guy in one of these stores. They've got the largest assortment of colors and styles on the web. Stay warm with sweaters, hoodies, jackets, and more. King Size Direct doesn't rip off the big guy because they know he has few options. And that is true.
Oh, my God.
First of all, big props to my great sponsor, King Size Direct. I love having you be part of the Fat Guy
So
show.
according to your spot, the 2 options that a fat guy has is to like struggle to get into an XL.
Squeeze in an XL.
Or shop at the store.
Well, okay, a couple of things to that
Losing
point.
a few fucking pounds is nowhere near the table, huh?
First of all, Will, if that was always on the table, there wouldn't be fat guys. There'd be a bunch of skinny guys walking around. Second of all, sometimes you need a shirt and you don't have time to wait when you could lose 50 pounds to squeeze into a shirt. Sometimes you just need a shirt. You can't just plan everything for
a fat shirt.
And by the way, he says they go up to 10XL. Once you reach 8XL,
is that enough?
Fucking shoot yourself, all right? It's over at that point.
8
to give you
2.
They come in stylish sizes. Like if you're fucking 10XL, you're pushing 4
hold on a
digits on
second.
scale.
How many XLs are you right now, Jay?
I'm between 2 and 3.
No,
really?
He said he swims in a 2XL.
Well, so
what the fuck is
No.
animal that wears a 10XL look like?
Well, no, because John Hine knows a 2 because he's got weird.
Hold on, as a
lengthy body.
as a fat guy, let me explain this. There are 2XL and there are 2XL from fat guy stores like King Size Direct.
Exactly. I was going to say, I'm 180 pounds, and I just bought a 2XL sweatshirt the other day because I'm a little taller. If I got one of your 2XLs...
it'd be ridiculous.
So wait, if Will and I went to a fat guy store and tried to buy, and let's say we bought a medium, are you saying it would be...
First of all, there's no such thing as medium in the fat guy store.
What's the smallest size they have?
XL.
Oh, it starts at XL?
Maybe large, maybe. But why else would you go there unless you're big?
Because if we just went shopping together, like, oh, let's go, I'll go with you.
At 8XL, the only thing you should be wearing is a coffin. Right?
8XL.
By the way, you have to get a special fat guy coffin, too. Let me just explain real quick. So the 2XL in a place like King Size Direct is much different than a 2XL in a place like The Gap. And what I'm saying is I can't fit into the 2XL from The Gap. But what I'm almost swimming in a 2XL from the fat guy stores, and I'm definitely 3X is too big on me at this point because I don't want to brag, but I've lost 30 pounds.
I don't know. That show really left me speechless. It was just
8XL.
But my point is to get that perspective for the 8X, 10XLs.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you're talking about someone like 10 times the size of me.
Right.
I suppose it serves a little bit of a purpose because if it rains while you're tailgating, you could all get under it.
Probably because we're talking about fat guys, we have a VIP on the line.
Fuck off.
Thank you for calling in. JD Harmeyer, a little late. Appreciate it. Welcome to Back Office Radio.
Is this Fat Guy was Radio? I thought I was listening to the Fat Guy show.
Oh, nice.
Every
Just Fat
show.
Guy highlights.
Hey, Jamie, can you do that game? You want to play Will names a movie and we name a food associated with it?
Do you want to do a what?
No, he wouldn't.
He doesn't know what we're talking about.
JD, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
Look Who's Talking. It's Look Who's Talking.
No, it's not Look Who's Talking. There's a bunch. Pulp Fiction is up there.
$5 milkshakes.
Oh my gosh.
It's ridiculous. We gotta go with like a period piece. Like, what about Glory?
All right, how about Citizen Kane?
What?
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane? He worked at the newspapers, the sled, and I'm drawing a blank, but I've only seen it once a million years ago.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, sorry, getting thrown off track there. JD, we won an award, which I accepted on your behalf and mine, for the Making Up on Back Office Radio as our exclusive of the year. And Will was asking how our relationship is right now, and I described it as better than cordial.
Yeah.
Would you consider Jason a friend at this point?
Yes.
Really?
I almost did it, and here's another exclusive. Not really, but I almost followed Jason on Twitter again.
Wow. That means a lot.
But I saw that he still retweets that Jason Kaplan fan club thing. And I can't stand that, so I can't follow him again. That's all.
Well, I'm going to go back to following you now that you said that.
Oh,
I love it.
All right,
JD's
okay.
like Rihanna going back to Chris Brown. He can't help himself.
No, I'm not.
Hey,
no, I'm not.
JD, that's a real love those two have, and that's a real love I think.
You're right. She's hot.
I got big Rihanna tits.
Oh. Okay, all right.
So, are you going to Ohio for Christmas?
Yes, let's just announce it to everyone.
Well,
Jesus.
Let's make him nervous.
Ohio's a pretty big fucking state, JD.
Well.
The JD groupies are on their way.
Ooh, is he going to go to Cleveland or Cincinnati? Wherever else there is in Ohio. Toledo.
Or Dayton or Columbus.
Oh. All right. And what are you, hanging with the dad? Is your brother Jason going out there?
Yeah, just doing, good hanging with dad and family.
The other thing about JD is he always has girls lined up wherever he goes. You got some chicks lined up for this trip?
I don't. This is the holiday season. It's about family. It's not about
the JJ.
It's not about getting laid.
All right. Well, listen. Have a very Bob Evans Christmas, okay, buddy?
Oh yeah. Real quick, JD. What are you guys doing for dinner? Are you going out or staying in?
I don't even know. I just all I know is we're going somewhere to watch the Bengals Steelers game. So that's all I know.
And does your dad usually buy you good gifts?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really ask for anything.
Who's going to win that game?
Oh, the Bengals. They better.
JD, thank you, man. We're ending the show, so we're gonna say goodbye. Happy holidays and Happy New Year, brother.
And to you as well, except for Will.
Why? Oh, come on.
Like that. Thank you. Thank you for another Back Office Radio. We're off for the next few weeks for the vacation. A very big thank you to Ryan Licker on his very last show here.
Last show.
He's
Love
been very
you, buddy. Good job.
Here since the beginning. This kid needs a job. So, Ryan, how can people get in touch with you?
Find a mic.
Find an open mic.
You find me on Twitter at Bronx 161 Street.
Yeah, this kid needs a job, and he's a good hard worker, and he knows a lot of stuff. So try and hire him. Good luck with everything, Ryan.
All right, guys. Great show. Love it.
Good. Teddy, Will, I'm so glad you guys are still friends.
But I love Teddy.
Love you too, buddy.
I'm sorry that it got ugly.
I'm sorry.
Reminder to our audience that the Howard Stern Show is live. Wednesday, January 2nd.
Right, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we get back.
Week we're back. Thank you for a great year of Back Office Radio. We're coming back in 2013 only.
Happy holidays, guys.
101. Peace.
He's a legend.
He's talking about Howard Stern.